I love that show. You know the show Escape to the Country, but there's one presenter I can't warm to, so I just don't watch it. I'll just leave that out there. Good morning, how are you? It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning, and we've got such a fabulous show lined up for you today. Would you like to have a look at the menu? Here is the menu. 8 o'clock, the Fit and Flare Tunic with the lovely Amanda Wyatt. Did you see her Instagram chat this week? It was very interesting. I tuned in. 9 o'clock, Haberdashery highlights. That's me on my own, by the way. 10 o'clock, we've got top tote bags with Amanda. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got Miss It, Miss Out. That's me. That's we're at end of ranges. End of ranges there. Very quickly, let me show you this. This is the gorgeous top that Amanda's going to be making in the first hour. It's a brand new pattern to us. Do you know what? It's very flattering, isn't it? It's lovely. Now, if you don't like the wraparound top, the pattern does come with a version that doesn't... It's all right, you can't see anything. Look, it's okay. Wraparound top, it's lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous wraparound top. And look at the way it moves. In the Ponte Roma, look at the way it moves. Love it, love it, love it. Gorgeous soft cowl neck there as well. So that's coming up in this hour, 8 o'clock hour. And then at 10 o'clock, Amanda's doing this beautiful tote bag. It's nice. Now, this is another new pattern. So that's a brand new pattern. This is a brand new pattern to us as well. Got 3 different ranges. Now, yes, it has got pockets, but they're so... Look at the matching. Pattern matching going on there. No, I'm more in the prep this morning, right? Amanda went, look, I've pattern matched the pockets, right? I'm looking at it from the front there thinking, yes, you've done really well. But Hannah was standing that way and she was like, but the pockets are different. Didn't want to say the pockets are different colour, Amanda, but it doesn't really match. But anyway, that's coming up at 10 o'clock. Now, we would love for you to get in touch. And the best way to do that is to go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. And then if you see a little square, you have to log in, obviously. You need to log in first before you can do any of this. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost you to log in, but you can click on Watch Today's Show. The screen gets bigger. And then if you just scroll down the page, you will see Message the Studio there. Oh, yep. Missed it there. Message studio there. What you can do is you can just write your message in there. Now, at your end, you keep writing. It doesn't stop. But at my end, it cuts you off after 140 letters. What you need to do is send that through to producer Hannah, who's shouting, hello, John, happy Monday. Send that through to producer Hannah and she'll send it down to me on my desk. Now, while we're on that page, see where it says products from today's show? They are all, well, in a minute, all of that will disappear, except for the first 2. But that's a little bit of a giveaway, right? They will all disappear and anything from today's show will, could you tell I did Creative Grid yesterday? Oh, they've gone. Now, there's an obvious hint there now. Anyway, what you do is just, if you're watching later, you can click on there and pop it in your basket. Or you see, if you go across where it says Elnet EMB 81 embroidery machine bundle with 2 free silk finished thread packs, that's coming up later. That's a surprise for the 9 o'clock show. You can click on it, pop it in your basket, and then when you go to your basket, you can check out as many times as you like. We do that because we know that you could be watching the 8 o'clock show thinking, oh, I love that bundle of fabric, I'll buy that, or that piece of fabric, I'll buy that. Then the 9 o'clock show, you might see something else you like. You can click as many times as you like on the checkout. You will only pay 1 P&P of £2.95, standard delivery, 4 to 6 working days. Or you can do premium. You can do premium if you want, but most people do go for our standard £2.95 for 24 hours. You can also get in touch with pictures and longer messages. And that is studio, this is the email address, studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. If you need something that's important to be answered, or you want to do more than 140 letters, or you want to send us a picture, then that's where to send it to. Now, we need to go back to the website, because I have got to tell you about our magazines, because those of you who are new to us, you might not know. Oh, it's our first Monday on, Sky, isn't it? Because we launched 4 minutes you got of us last Monday, didn't you, I think? Anyway, we are in the sisterhood with 3 magazines. And at the moment, if you go to our website, you see that special offer. You can, well, it's 72% saving. What you do is click on that banner. Now, that is on the front page. That's the one that moves all the time. So you'll see other ones coming up. You can click on there. The 3 magazines are Love Patchwork and Quilting, Simply Sewing, and Today's Quilter. Now, basically, if you want the subscription of one of those, go down to subscribe to it. You'll click on it and look, you're saving 72%. 72%. Now, let me explain to you. Love Patchwork and Quilting is for people who are beginning or intermediate in quilting. Simply Sewing is about sewing dresses and bags and bathrooms and everything like that. Not the actual bath, obviously that wouldn't work. Or Today's Quilter, which is for the intermediate to, I nearly said mediocre then, I didn't mean mediocre, the intermediate to advanced stage for quilters. Now, if you're thinking, oh, do you know what? I don't know what they're about, you can go to our website and you can buy a single copy of any of them. You can buy the current one, or they also sell back copies as well. Each magazine, you get 13 issues a year, one every 4 weeks. Every week, every month you get a free gift. And they're fabulous, they're fantastic. And they have so many patterns and everything going on. Anyway, I need to stop going on about that now. So I've done that. So, fancy making this. We've got 4 fabrics from which you can make it. Have a look. Shall I do the pattern first, actually? Because it's brand new to us, the pattern. Brand spanking new to us, the pattern. That's a funny angle, that one, Michael. Yeah. The first one is extra small to medium. If you need to know the sizes, just let me know and I'll look them up for you. And then there is the extra small to medium, and we're making it in the medium. And then this one goes from large to XXL. The other one goes from large to XXL. I haven't got my glasses here, so that's why I said if you message in, I'll tell you the sizes later. Or, of course, if you go to the website, the picture of it, you'll see the back of the packet. I did this the other day. You can zoom in. You can zoom into the back of the packet with the sizing. And also, there's the sizing there. So the XXL is size 24 to 26. There you go. And then I'll lift it up there. There are your 4 options, right? Sleeveless, 3/4 length sleeve, one with a cowl neck with short sleeves, and then the one we're doing is, oh no, the first 2 are not wraparound, the second 2 are wraparound. We're doing the one with the long sleeves. So basically, if you're doing the extra large, you need 3 meters. If you're doing any of the other sizes, you need 2.5 meters. You need 2.5 meters. Right. Oh, and also, there you go. Fabric. Got 4 fabrics for you today. So the one that it's already made out of, the one that you're seeing there, is teal. Right? Teal. It's Ponte Roma. Ponte Roma, gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. This is the teal. Always very, very popular, the teal. Now, it's 60 inches wide, 150 centimetres wide. Now, for those of you who are new to us, we do sell our fabric by the ½ metre increment. So if you want 1 metre, if you're buying on the web, you need to buy 2 units, obviously, to make 1 metre. 1 unit is ½ metre. If, however, you need more than 1.5 metres, which you will do if you're going to make this, we advise you to ring the call centre. Some people are getting through and doing it, but some people they promise it's going to be fixed very soon. Because at the moment, you can't buy more than 1.5 metres on the website, 3 units on the website. Anyway, so that's the teal. That's beautiful. The one Amanda's going to be using, oh, better get a move on. She's standing there with her arms folded, like, get on with it, John. Purple. This is the purple, it's gorgeous. This is the one Amanda's going to be demonstrating on today. It is, now, what's the colour, what's the Pantone colour of the year? Only ultraviolet, and they've got all those different purples all melding into one. This is perfect. Yesterday we had a purple bundle, right, of just cottons. Flew out like that. Flew out like that. Right, I've also got it in navy blue, dark blue. That would look gorgeous in the navy, wouldn't it? Look gorgeous in all the colours, actually. They're all the same price. They're all 60 inches wide. If you want to see the composition of the fabric, just go to the website. You'll be able to see what makes up the Ponte Roma. And then last but not least, I've got it in black. Okay, 3.99. Now, Amanda is going to be using a sewing machine and an overlocker during the show today. I've got 2 lots of threads here for you that you can buy for the overlocker. This is overlocking thread. It comes in a set of 4. This is the blue, navy. Let me move the fabric out of the way. That one, that's the one in the way. You can hear me, Mum, but I'm just moving them out of the way. £31.49 for 4,000 metres. 4,000 metres for £31.49. So that's the navy. And then we have the white. White. As my old teacher used to say, white. 4 white ones. £31.49. Oh, wrong one. Oh, they gave me the camera. Okay, we've also got it in grey. We've also got them in grey. I haven't got them here because they're on the machine, but we've also got them in grey if you want grey as well. Are you going to put one of that in? No? Are you putting the grey graphic in or not? No, okay, okay. Right, good morning, how are you? Mwah. Lovely to see you.
And you, and you.
Now, before we start, in behind here is the overlocker, which we're going to be using in this hour. Let me just tell you what this is, right? If you're a new buyer and you spend over £10 on your first purchase, you get these rotary cutters completely utterly free, worth £16.99. There's the slide. I'm just moving them out the way, you see, so that we can see everything that's going on. I've also forgotten to bring the patterns with me, but I'll do that in a second.
It's one of them mornings.
It is that day. Right, okay, before I talk about the pattern, this overlocker, we've done a special bundle for you today. So it's the Elna 664 Pro overlocking machine, and we're throwing in 4 free black threads. Now, I know the machine's got grey on it, that's because Amanda's using grey on her project. So if you buy this today, now, you'd pay £449 for it anyway. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant machine, and Amanda's going to be using it and telling you all about it, well, using it during the show. Right, there it is, right? But today, if you buy it today for £449, which is normal price, we will also include the 4 threads. The 4 threads. Now, as all these offers, it is limited. It is limited. Right, so let's get on with it. Now, the first question I'm going to have to ask you is, I know we're doing the overlocker as a special deal, but if you haven't got an overlocker and you're not ready to buy an overlock yet, can you make this dress on the sewing machine?
You can.
Top on the sewing machine?
Not a problem. Yeah, absolutely. You can construct it. The fabric itself won't fray, so your seams are going to be fine. But you can quite easily do a zigzag to construct it with. You can do a straight stitch because most of the seams are all going vertical anyway, so they're not going to have any stress on them. But if you do want that little bit of extra, a zigzag stitch, just very narrow, sort of a 1.5 width to a 2 length. Okay,
and using what kind of needle?
A ballpoint needle.
A ballpoint needle,
I recommend
or jersey needle.
A ballpoint needle on a Ponte Roma. Something that's a little bit heavier.
I've got a jersey needle here. Is that the same as a ballpoint?
Yeah. You'll get a jersey and a ballpoint, which are the same. It's just sort of like the terminology of what the manufacturers want to call them. They're just manufactured so the point is slightly rounded, so it pushes through the fibres, and it's good for heavier stretch fabrics, such as this Ponte Roma, scuba fabrics, things like that. Whereas you may then see stretch needles, and I would recommend those for finer fabrics. So if you're doing like cotton knits, like t-shirt materials and viscose stretches.
These are only for your sewing machine. I have to stress that. They're only for, you don't need them for the overlocker. Overlocker needles are completely different, which we'll talk about later. These are only if you're using jersey on your sewing machine.
That's right.
So you know. Right, let's get on. Let's go. Patterns have arrived now. Is it easy to do?
Simple as.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a nice, simple one. It's a good beginner pattern. And with the variations, it'll really sort of see everybody through. We generally tend to sort of go on sort of sizings as well. It's got the sizings through the bust and the waist.
Yes.
Because it's fit and flare. The hips, they haven't sort of put that in.
Yes.
I would say it's quite true to size.
Okay.
Okay, but the 12-14 is slightly smaller. The bust size for the medium is coming up as a 35. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the stretch on it, because this Ponte Roma is more of a 2-way stretch. Yeah. Okay, which 2-way means that it'll go 1 way and across grain. Yeah. 4-way is if it then stretches exactly the same.
Yeah, the other way.
The other way, okay? So this one hasn't got as much stretch going down. So I've just sort of tested as well on the back of the packet.
You're nicking like, no, I love this bit. I think this is fantastic. I didn't know that until I came here. You see on the back of the packet here, if you can tell if your fabric is going to work. Now, the Ponte Roma obviously does work for this, but if you've got a jersey at home and you think, will it work for this pattern? If you cut a piece of jersey that big, if it stretches to that big, then you know it will work for this pattern. If it only stretch half of that way, then don't use it for this pattern. We know the Ponte Roma does come all the way there. Okay.
Yeah. So it's quite a stretch. Because it's quite a firm one, I would, you know, if you're a little bit unsure, I'd err on going just up a size or reduce your seam allowance down.
Okay, now, Michelle says, I forgot to ask, how much material for the size 14, please? Regards again from Posh Michelle. How are you, Posh Michelle? Right now, so you're saying, so this pattern goes, 4 to 6 is the small, extra small,
yep.
8 to 10 is the small, medium is 12 to 14, a large is 16 to 18, extra large is 20 to 22, and extra large is 24 to 26. So now if Michelle is the size 14, would she still go for the medium 12 to 14, or do you think she should go for the large?
It depends, you know, we all sort of like, we know if you sort of like erring on sort of that 12, 14, or whether you are sort of a 14, 16. If it's that way, then I'd go up a size.
But fabric-wise, it doesn't make any difference. You need to buy 2.5 metres. You need to buy 2.5 metres. Whichever of the patterns you're doing, whichever if you're doing A, B, C, or D, you need two. Now I'm talking about size 14. Size 14, right? So if you do A, you need 2.2 metres, so you need to buy 2.5. B is 2. Oh, take that back. If you're making B, you only need 2 metres. Then C and D, you need 2.3 and 2.4. So that's all in the size 14. That's size 14. Obviously, as we said, in the extra large, it's 2.5 if you're doing A, B, or C. If you're doing D, it's 3 metres. I hope that helps. Okay. But now, what were you saying about the bust for size 14?
It's a 35.5. Obviously, it is going to be smaller, but you normally have negative ease on a stretch fabric because it is going to stretch that little bit across. So again, it just depends if you're slightly more ample.
Yes.
In the bust area.
And this one does come, because some jersey ones we did had a different, when we did that crossover dress, it had a different panel for different cup sizes, didn't it? This one doesn't do that, does it?
No,
it just goes by the bust size.
Yeah. Okay. So I've already sort of constructed on the overlocker. It's 5/8 seam allowances. Okay, so the back has got a back seam, which is really quite nice and flattering because it then actually sort of tucks in to the small of your back, which is quite flattering through there. So it's a centre seam panel. So just a quick whip down on that one.
Just turn it sideways like that. Can you see that that's the centre back seam there? So it flares out from the waist. It then flares out to give you that lovely fluted skirt.
So it's going to tuck in nicely in the small of the back. I've then attached the side panels as well. Okay, so here we've actually got the full piece. Push that out. So we've got the back panels and then the 2 side panels have actually already been attached.
Okay, so that's your centre back seam that we've just shown.
Yeah.
This is your back neckline here.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's your armhole.
Yeah.
And then this is the front panel, which has got the wrap on it.
That's right. So that will then come across.
Oh, I see. So centre front is there.
There.
Oops. Okay.
And then that one comes across.
Okay, brilliant.
There. Okay. So it's very quick and easy.
It is very simple, isn't it, really?
Really quite effective.
Yes.
But so what I thought I was going to concentrate on today was the twin needling. Okay, so you're going to hem around. So once you've put your back seam together, then your side seams together, it then asks you to actually address your hem.
Oh, of course, because if that's going into the shoulder seam, then obviously it needs to be finished before it goes in.
Before it goes in. So again, there's different options. If you wanted to, you could literally overlock. If you've got an overlocker, you could actually overlock around and just use it as a decorative finish.
Oh, yes.
So you could use a contrast thread if you wanted to. That's not a problem. You could quite simply stitch that. Now, the pattern, if I remember rightly, actually suggested a double hem, but I felt that that would be a little bit bulky.
Yes, especially on that curve going round,
And that's why I decided to use a twin needle. And a twin needle as well mimics what you sort of get on your ready-to-wear that you've bought as well. You'll tend to sort of see those.
Shall we show, because you've done it on here, haven't we? Show it on here, let me bring this one in.
And again, it gives some nice definition and detailing to the top.
Can you see that there? You can just see there's a double row of stitching. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. But you've done the double hemming on both of those hems going round
all the
like
way
that?
around, yeah. You start at one shoulder and you literally go the whole way round. So it's quite a sort of distance. Now, your twin needles, you can get them in 3 varieties of sizes, but the most average, they tend to come in a 2.5, a 4, and a 6 mil.
Right, 2.5 this one.
Yeah, okay.
Does it get? I'm presuming the one when you get it will be in a proper packet with the cardboard. It won't just come like that in the bottom of the bag or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I've done, because it's a 5/8 seam allowance, hem allowance, I've actually basted, a line, and I've done it in quite a bright contrast, if the camera can pick that up, just to sort of show. And I always get all of my ladies at our studio to actually sort of put a basting line in, whether it's a hem line, whether it's cuffs, things like that. Just so, because you're going to be stitching from the top, and you can't be sure of what you're turning under all the time. So if you've put your basting line in, you've got a marker to actually turn to.
So that line
will come out.
That's the finished edge line. So,
yes.
It's not just inside your seam allowance or anything, it's on your 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, actually on the line. It looks like a bigger stitch as well.
It's a long basting stitch, so take your basting stitch up to, it's just like, basting is a machine stitch, just like we do when we hand tack.
Yeah.
So it's a machine version of tacking.
Right.
So you've got a nice even stitch all the way around, and I've reduced the thread tension down a little bit as well, and that will then just pull out really nice and quick and easy.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we just literally, you can, if you wish to, you could actually press along that line to give yourself a sharper line.
And does Ponte Roma press really nicely then?
It does, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Plenty of sort of steam as well, that'll help. If you sort of think, especially if you're using some of the darker colours, you could always use a pressing cloth on top just in case you think that it might go a little bit shiny. Yeah. Okay, so I've set the needle, the twin needle up. Now,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but when we make dresses out of cotton, we always say, wash your fabric first.
Yeah.
Do you need to wash this first?
I always recommend when I'm sort of selling fabric is, yes, you should always allow sort of between 5 and 10% shrinkage.
Even on a Ponte Roma?
Generally, it doesn't tend to, but, you know...
Just to be on the safe side?
It's just to be on the safe side. Everybody launders their washing differently.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we were to sort of say, yeah, go ahead, it's not a problem, and then somebody did put it on a hotter wash and put it in a tumble dryer, then obviously it has got a potential of shrinking.
Also, the other thing, another reason that I always, when I was dressmaking, was always washing, is sometimes it's got a, not in Ponte Roma necessarily, but a fabric will have a dressing on it.
Yes.
But also, if it's been made abroad, it's been in a crate, it's been in the warehouse, it's been in a lorry to come to, you know what I mean? It's been travelling, and I just think to freshen it up, it'd be quite nice sometimes just to wash it, isn't it?
And sometimes, not all of them are sort of colour fast as well. So it's a good idea. I always remember we had one very similar, and it was a red, and it just bled and
she
bled
had in her shop, not we had.
Yeah, no.
Not us.
And it really does release a lot of colour. Even after a few washes, I still had a few pink things.
But out of this, we've tried washing this, and the colour didn't run on this.
Yeah,
but obviously, it's best to wash it first, because if there is going to be any colour on it, gets rid of it. Yeah. Right, so we'll get back to the hem allowance.
I've set up on the twin needle. We've got, you don't have to use two reels of cotton. You don't have to go out and purchase 2 reels of cotton, but it was just that obviously we've got the same colours. Otherwise, you can just literally decant some onto another bobbin and just take it through off your bobbin.
But because it's a twin needle, you do need
2 on the top,
threads.
1 in the bottom.
Right.
Okay. So when you thread up, you thread totally the same as normal. The only difference is so do them one at a time. Don't pull both threads through.
Yeah.
So take your first one through. Make sure you would go behind the needle bar with the 1 thread. But on your second one, you don't need to put that through the needle bar.
So you can see that there.
Yeah, just coming through here. And it just prevents it from tangling and knotting up. Okay. And
now your bobbin is just a normal bobbin, isn't it?
Normal bobbin, yeah. And again, you know, you don't have to have the same colour bobbin in the bottom. You can sort of go for a neutral, whether it's grey or black, depending on what colour you're actually stitching with. Okay, so I'm actually turning that through on my turn line. Now it's quite a way round, so obviously It's going to take me a little while. And you've just got to go sort of nice and steady. And the idea is to get that left-hand needle just sitting on the raw edge turn.
Right.
Okay, so it's just going to catch. And what's going to happen is the bobbin thread underneath is going to zigzag across. Right. And that's what's going to cover.
How does it know to do that? Because when you've got a single needle in, it obviously doesn't zigzag, does it? But
yeah.
I mean, I might
it's because you've got the two needles going through. It's catching the bobbin and it's taking it backwards and forwards to each one, and that's where it then will zigzag through. Okay, so I'm just keeping that line through, and you can actually feel the ridge of the fabric. So that's one marker.
The left needle is going to hit that
just that edge, that edge, and because we've put the basting stitch in, I can then actually pick that up on one of my markers on the throat plate. So it's pretty much at 1 centimetre, 3/8.
Yeah.
Okay. Lengthen up your stitch length as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I just think a top stitch length always looks nicer when it's longer.
So when you say lengthen, what sort of stitch length?
Anything between about a 3 and a 3.5. So it's just personal preference on those.
I think this might be our Paul, is it? Morning, lovelies, great pattern, Amanda. Would you use a different type of thread in your bobbin when using a twin needle? Well, no, you just say your normal thread.
Just your normal polycotton, your all-purpose thread. Okay. So we're just taking that through. As I say, it's just taking your time.
Would you ever tack, if you're new to it and you're a bit worried about hitting the edge or anything like that, would you ever tack the seam allowance under first?
You could do, yeah, that's
just,
not a problem.
Right on the edge, so you don't hit it, you know.
Because you're basting, even if you even if you do catch it, the basting stitch will still come out.
Yes.
So yeah, you can do that, not a problem.
So you're just turning it as you go.
Yeah.
How to stop it from, is it called roping? Or, you know, sometimes when you go around on a circular skirt, it's fine, then you suddenly get to the bias bit and it starts kind of twisting a little bit, doesn't it?
It is just literally taking your time with it and not pulling or stretching. Just let the feed dogs take the fabric through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you're unsure, this sewing machine, the Elmer 680, has got a tortoise and a hare on it, hasn't it? So you can have it on the very slow if you want it.
Okay. And then, depending on what machine you've got as well, obviously you'll always do a little bit of a test piece through. And you may find that you may need to actually turn your thread tension up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I've knocked ours off from the automatic and I've taken it up to a 6.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And why'd you do that?
Again, it just depends whether you get, it sort of almost seems a little bit backwards, really. Sometimes when you've got it just, if the tension's a little bit too loose, you'll get like a chunneling effect. So it just sort of pulls it up.
Yes. Chunneling, is that a technical term?
Chunneling, yeah, chunneling.
Chunneling.
Chunneling. So you just need to sort of have a little practice and see what you sort of think on that.
So can you put a twin needle on any machine, really?
Pretty much, yeah. Because it's just literally coming off one shank. They've got the flat back, the same as any other regular needle.
Yeah.
That will go towards the back. And a domed front, and it just sort of sits in.
It does give it that lovely kind of professional finished edge, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it does. Yeah, we did a course yesterday and it warranted, and all the ladies there were sort of like, oh, no, I've not done twin needling before.
Well, no, Lorraine's just messaged in saying, hello, Amanda.
Hi.
Not used my double needle on my machine as yet. Thanks for the tip on threading it up. Morning, John. Morning, Lorraine.
Morning, Lorraine. Oh, you must have a go at twin needling. It's just such good fun. It can be really decorative. You can actually sort of thread up with 2 different coloured threads as well. So that looks really nice. You can put it on a zigzag and it looks really pretty. However, just be careful on the width of the zigzag.
Yes.
Because you've actually got that extra. Yeah, it'll hit the foot.
That looks. We have never done that, have we?
It can look really nice.
When else would you use? When else could you use that? Because obviously we're using it as the hem for our of this. But what other things could you use it for?
Okay, you could use it for creating pin tucks. as well, especially on the very narrow, on the 2.5. So you can create your pin tucks, and the other really nice thing to do with that is, and again, you need to turn your tension up quite tight, and you want sort of some channelling to happen, and actually to have a practice and feed either some wool underneath it, some cord underneath it, and it really raises that
So almost
up.
like putting a piping cord, like a piping cord
underneath it, and it just lifts it up. So that's really lovely. I've done it on cushions. You can do it on, if you've got a top with a yoke, and you sort of can put some different effects through it, and that looks really pretty.
Hannah's upstairs saying, can you do it on bags? Would you use it on a bag at all?
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Okay, so as I say, it is a little bit of a slow process, but I just thought it was quite, and it was one of those ones, especially as I say, when I did my course yesterday, and I was making this up last night, I thought, I think a lot of people sort of see it and want to have a go at it, or do have a go at it, and can get into a little bit of a few technical problems with it. So I thought, it'd be quite a good piece to cover, really.
Well, I was going to say, Hannah just showed you a picture of it in the packet there. If you went to a shop, right, you'd be thinking, with no explanation on it, you think, well, I wouldn't know that. You know, when I first saw one, I was like, I wouldn't know. Where should your thread go? That was my first question.
Yeah.
How do you do two? Do you thread it through one needle, then the other? I didn't realise you did your two spools of thread.
Yeah, and as I say, you haven't got to buy loads and loads of threads. Just decant it off onto a clean bobbin and just run it off the top there. Yeah.
When Hannah's got an outfit, a Jaeger outfit that's got twin stitching on it, she just thought the machinist had done very well doing one and then doing another one right next to it.
And getting them even tandem, not even brickwork effect.
Oh, yes. So the stitches in exactly the same place. So. If you've got any questions around this, is a good time to get them in, either on the web chat or the email.
Okay, and occasionally, especially when you go around corners, you may find that you just miss sort of the odd edge type thing. You know, don't feel like, oh, I've got to undo it all. You could literally just hand stitch, catch it on the underneath bobbin and go into the back of the hem.
And you've not turned it under and under. It's a raw edge inside.
It's a raw edge, yeah. So what it's actually doing is it's mimicking sort of industry where they use cover machines. So as I say, if you have a look on sort of like your ready-to-wear items, and you'll sort of see this twin needling, and then if you look at the back, as I say, it's like a series of threads at the back. Yeah. So this sort of mimics.
Got a question from Lorraine for you. Amanda, when I pivot on a corner, do I do it the same as I would with a one needle?
No, you can't pivot. It's a brilliant question. Again, this is what we were covering yesterday. I'll show you. I'll try and show you afterwards.
Yeah, because there's no corners on this one.
There's no corners on this one, but I'll show you afterwards. Because again, the top that we were doing yesterday had like little side vents that you actually came up and down.
Yeah, Amanda wasn't here yesterday. This is what a thing in a shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, John and Amanda. Do both needles sit on both bits of materials, or the right on the? Hang on both pieces of material, or the right on both, and the left one just on one bit?
Yeah, you've got it.
I'll show you here. Will you be able to see on the telly?
Hopefully.
So, as you can see, the zigzag on the bottom... Well, I don't know if you're able to see it. The zigzag on the bottom, so this is your... What?
Pick a good bit.
Yeah, they're all good bits. What are you talking about? So, the left-hand needle is just on the edge there, and then the right-hand needle is fully on the fabric there. So, it's just right on the edge. That one is, Christine.
Yeah. When you sort of first start and when you're sort of practicing, if you want to sort of play safe, come across so both of your needles are hitting into the fabric. And if you've got a little bit of overhang of fabric, just use your applique bill scissors.
That's bill scissors, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can just get in and cut any excess off.
You see, I think that's what I'd do. I think I'd come in well into the 5/8 and then trim off all the Ponte Roma. Then it looks like you hit it perfectly. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's gone up us. While you're just doing that, don't do anything else. I'm just going to go and do the fabrics, if that's all right.
Yeah.
And then we'll carry on.
As I say, it's a long way round, so I'll be here for a while.
Yes, okay. Right. Fabric. So the fabric that Amanda is using, is that the one you want to do first? Yeah. The one that Amanda is using is the purple. It's the Ponte Roma. Let me hold it out for you. Ponte Roma. Now remember, this is 1/2 metre. Whoops. £3.99 for 1/2 metre. That's your 1/2 metre. 60 inches wide. Please check out your baskets. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. So now, if you're making D, which is the one with the cowl neck, with the wrap over and with the long sleeves, you need 2.5 metres, unless you're doing the extra large. You'll need 3 metres for that. And of course, if you're buying the fabric, 3 metres is 6 units, right? So £24 it'll be, £24. But for 6 units, we advise you to ring the call centre because it doesn't always check out in your basket if you... No, we had an email last week saying, I've just bought 6 metres on the web and it worked fine. But then we've had other people saying, oh, I haven't. It didn't work for me. And then we had other people saying, well, I did 1.5 metres, then 1.5 metres, and it came joined together. And that always makes me think, ooh, would it definitely do that? So if you're in any doubt, please ring the call centre until I give you the go-ahead that it's working efficiently even. Now, the bestseller is the teal. The one that's on the mannequin, the top on the mannequin. There it is, look. £3.99. 1/2 metre. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I love the colours. Now, I was going to say, we do other Ponte Romas, like we've got the spots. It would look nice in the spots. Not sure if it worked with stripes, though. Oh, it might, because as long as you've got the stripes going down, straight down the centre. Oh, no, hang on. Doesn't the stripes go round on the fabric? Yeah. So it might not work. Anyway. It looks quite nice with like stripes underneath. Oh, she's doing stripes now. She's getting creative. Stripes underneath with just a plain colour wrap across the front. We haven't got the stripes today, though, but it's usually on the website. Navy. Beautiful, rich navy. The top would look gorgeous in all these colours, actually. Navy, very classic, isn't it? Somebody who doesn't want the solid black, the navy always works, doesn't it? Navy goes with anything. You can put any colour with navy. You could actually do the cowl in a contrast. Oh, here we go. Now she's getting really onto it now. She'll do the cowl neck in a different colour. Well,
you always get sort of like bits left over, so it's quite a good way of using up your scraps.
Exactly. There you go. And then maybe do one sleeve in a different colour. And then black. I've got it in black as well. I'm doing a cowl neck on Friday in my show, by the way. £3.99 for 1/2 metre. Hannah's not in on Friday. Hannah's having her she bought some new radiators from a reclamation yard, so she's going to watch while the plumber is putting her new radiators in, and she'll make one and use the plumber as a model, she says. Then we've got, patterns. Patterns. So it comes in the extra small, small, and medium. And then that's this one. Same pattern in the large, extra large, and double XL. That's now, the only difference is you just have to check that code there. So the extra small to medium is the ULBR51. And the other one's about to go across the bottom, which is HNBR71 for the large to XXL. Pattern's £8.99. There are 4 variations. I'll just turn you around for you. There is the sleeveless plain front. Well, nothing plain about it, is there? Then there's the one with sleeves in. Then you've got the wraparound cowl one there with the short sleeves, and the one that Amanda's making here, the wraparound with the cowl neck and the long sleeves, which is the one you need more fabric for. £8.99. And then I've also got overlocking threads available in this hour. Got them in the navy. You can sail the 7 seas. £31.49. You get 4,000 metres of thread there. Now, my tip, if you're new to having an overlocker, is move your threads around on the actual overlocking machine, because one just does a straight stitch, and then the others, especially this one here, or is it that one there? No, this one here, you use lots and lots because that's the looping one. So this one will run out quicker than that one will. So what you do is just swap that one with that one, so they all work, they run out evenly. That's the navy. And then I've also got them in white. Four reels you get there for £31.49. They're the white ones. Now, don't be worrying thinking, oh, I'm going to make a red dress, and I'm going to make a green dress, and I'm going to make a yellow dress. Just use one of the, keep one colour on your overlocker all the time. That's what Amanda does. Right, now I need to tell you about the bundle we've got today. The special bundle. It's only available today until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or until stocks last. It's limited. It is limited. So you'd always pay £449 for your Elna 664 Pro, but today we're giving you 4 black overlocking threads completely free with it. So that's making a saving, or think of it as a free gift, worth £31.96. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all done now. So you would press that.
Right.
And then you can take your basting out. You can do it afterwards
right.
if you want to.
So the reason that took so long is because you went right the way from... No, I'm not picking. Not picking. But you went from the shoulder seam here, the front of the wrap, right the way down the centre front, the wrap front, right the way around the side, right the way around the back, and then all the way up to the one that's underneath on that side. So that's why it's a really, really long seam.
Yeah. So it's best just to take your time and make sure that you get that correctly.
Yeah.
You then cross the one over the other. Okay. So it says right over the left, but there's no reason why you couldn't do left over right.
They're both the same way. Okay. Oh, yeah. Which way does the ladies go? Ladies normally goes right over left if you're buttoning, isn't it? But it's up to you, isn't it?
But it's not going to be buttoning and things like that.
Patricia says, morning both, love the information, but could you do a show on twin needle sewing? I'm very afraid of mine. Love the top. Trish, we just did that, but we'll do it again. But I think Trish means, can we show like a jersey? Can we show all the different things, the piping and things that you just mentioned?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Definitely, we'll tell scheduling.
Yeah, and then there's Amanda's secret weapon.
Oh, is that? Yeah. And there's also Lorraine's corner as well that we have to do at some point.
So do you want me to do the corner?
Do the corner now while we're doing it. While you prep for that, I'll just say, this is from... I don't know who it's from, just a customer. It says, morning, I love your show. Watch it regularly. This is my first ever question. Listen, you can send in as many questions as you'd like, my love. I don't know who it's from, though. Do the twin needles to be jersey needles, or are they standard needles? You can get jersey needles, twin needles, yes. Right. But the ones we've got here are just regular ones, are they? I'll tell you now. Yes, they are. But that's working fine on jersey, isn't it? So, yeah. Mind you, the thing is... It doesn't say I haven't got any packet there. But they are the standard, and they're working perfect. If you want to be extra safe, you can get a twin needle with a ballpoint or a jersey tip. Yeah. Thank you for that question, though. Right. Okay. Lorraine, this is for you, so I hope you're watching. All right, then. So it's camera in. So you can stitch down. Yeah. Okay. And then, obviously, you can't pivot with the two needles in. So make sure that the needles are up. Yeah. Lift. Turn. And it just takes a little bit of manoeuvring, and you just want to try and hit the needles to the back row. Yeah. Okay, so just bring that back. And that's about there. And off we go. You can pull up your threads as well, if you want to, if you've sort of pulled and slackened them off a little bit. So again, up, turn. Okay, just sort of see where your needles are going to be hitting. Just manoeuvre it back. So it's the complete opposite of pivoting then, really, isn't it? Yeah. And then, as I say, if you need to, just pull up your thread tension. Yeah. You could use that for like a decorative... Could you quilt with a twin needle? Yeah, can't see why not. Can't see why not, can you? Because you could create really lovely double-line quilting, couldn't you? Okay, so again, just pulling forward. Okay. Yeah. Lock off. Okay. Oh, that's fascinating, look. I don't know, can you get to see that? I'll say we could do with, like, showing it on white or something, couldn't we, really? Well, when we do our twin needling show, you can do a red thread on a white piece of fabric, and that'll really show it off. But Lorraine, I hope that helped. Right, now, next stage, because time is running away with us again. Doesn't it always? Yep. So you've just lined up your two shoulder seams. Yeah, just
laid the one over the other.
Yeah.
I can't get my bird out today. I'm like, okay, you've got little notches on the neck edge, so match those up and then turn it inside out, and we're going to put shoulder to shoulder now.
Right.
Okay. I think it's in the anticipation of like, I've got such a long day. I'm going to be teaching till 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh.
You know, when you've got to go, that wasn't planned very well.
No. You got tomorrow off then?
No, I'm supposed to be working, but I said I might not rush too much.
Lorraine said thank you very much indeed for the demonstration.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Rachel, for your size, if you're going for A, B or C, you need 2.5 metres. And if you're going for D, you need 3 metres. That's for the 24 to 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've attached those. So
oh, you're going to overlock it, right?
Pop on the overlocker. So on your overlocker, you can take off your seam allowance because you've got the little markers to show that if you put the raw edge of the fabric, and you can't the camera can't pick up on this side, but you've got little markers which will give you your 5/8.
What we'll do is in a minute, I'll turn that round for you so you can have a look.
Taking the pins out.
Oh, Trish's got a question about the overlocker. Good morning, John and Amanda, she says.
Morning.
Oh, I've just bought the overlocker. Could you please let me know? Oh, what number you use on the settings and the control on stretch materials? They'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Trish, because that just reminds me to change it.
Yeah, your tension discs will remain the same. So factory settings, you'll find that they're 3s all the way across. Sometimes
can I just turn when you
will just put the upper looper on a 4.
So that's these, like the tension ones.
Yeah, but you really don't need to be messing with your dials at all. So factory settings.
And what I'm going to turn it around.
Stitch length
I'm
generally tends to be a stitch length of 3. Okay. Again, if you're working with very thick or a lot of layers, I'd take it up to a 4.
Right. Okay. So they're your tensions.
Yeah.
That you were just saying, don't really mess around with those. You've got those all on 3, apart from one that you've taken to 4.
You just have a look. If your stitching isn't just sitting completely on the top, okay, and one's been pulled, you just need to adjust. And it's generally, I tend to find on the Alnas that I prefer the upper looper on a 4.
Okay, and then what did you point to here? What's this one here?
So that's your stitch length.
Right.
So again, the factory setting, the neutral is around about a 3. It's a good standard one.
Right.
But if you're going up with different layers and it's a little bit thicker, then like a regular sewing machine, you just turn it up and lengthen it to about a 4.
Okay.
Then this is your differential feed, which that will compensate the stretch in the fabric. So I would recommend about the 1.5.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, lovely. Hope that helped, Trish, my love. I'm just going to...
Okay, so that's all in.
Okay. We do another overlocker, don't we, which is called the 664. What's the difference between... I'm throwing loads of questions actually. What's the difference between the 664 and the 6... This one, the 664 and the 6...
Yeah.
The Pro and the other one?
There's not too much difference. It's a fabulous little machine. Not that it is little. It's exactly pretty... The footprint's not too far different. It just doesn't do a 2-thread overlocking. Okay. So, and 2-thread overlocking is just literally decorative purposes anyway.
So you get more options on the 664 Pro than you do on the other.
That's
and
right.
One thing I know, you get this on the 664 Pro,
the waist
which is the little waist tray which just sits in there. So all the little bits, otherwise it'll all just fall onto your lap while you're stitching.
Yeah. You can buy them as additional extra accessories, and they fit on no problem. And then on this one, you've got your reference dial as well, which is quite nice to have.
Oh, and that's not on the other one?
That's not on the other one either.
I'll get this one. And also, today and today only, for this bundle, you do get the 4 black threads thrown in for free.
Okay. So I've already prepared my cowl neck piece.
Right. So that was just a straight, just looked like a straight piece.
It's got a curve. Where is it? Here it is. So this is your pattern piece for the cowl. Okay.
Okay.
So it's got curved
Oh,
edges.
yes.
Okay. And when I put the pattern out, when I was cutting out, I double checked to make sure that it wasn't, but I just literally sat it on the fold of the fabric and cut one out, okay? On there, and then you're going to stitch down the curved edge, and then you fold it in half to sit on itself.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Very quickly, if you're going for the larger size of pattern, it's almost sold out. If you've got it in your basket, please check out. Please check out. Oh, down to single figures. Down to single figures.
So it's a really good pattern. I think it's going to it'll carry you through different seasons. So you can do it in the heavier Ponte Romas and the longer sleeve version now.
Yes.
And then sort of the short sleeved and the without the cowl, or even with a cowl with the lighter knit jerseys and things like that would be superb.
Now, you mentioned a minute ago, you've got the Amanda Wyatt Saving Grace. What was that to do with?
Oh, my little secret weapons.
Secret weapon.
So, like the seam binding's one of my secret weapons that we use.
Yeah.
The one with the little stay tape.
Oh yeah, but we're going to do that we're not going to do that today. That's for the special show. Oh, sorry, I thought I was expecting to.
So we use that one, and then my other one is a special jersey interfacing.
Okay.
And it helps you twin needling.
Yeah, Pat's emailed in. Hello, Pat.
Okay, so there we go.
Amanda, I can't hear that. Can you back crank with an overlocker?
If you back crank, it declutches your chain of threads. You can't reverse stitch with an overlocker, no. So if you actually back crank the wheel, the chains actually separate, which is really useful, and I back crank a lot.
But that's where, so when you pull it out of the machine, it's not all stitched. You get your 4 threads just coming out separately.
Yeah.
So only back crank if you want to stop it doing and then will it just start doing the overlocking again if you go forward again? You have to reset anything.
Yeah.
So only back crank if you want all the stitches to come open and your 4 threads to come out separately and not all woven into each other.
Okay, so we can either overlock that through now, or we can actually stitch it on with single needle and then overlock through.
How long have I got? I've only got 2.5 minutes. I think you could overlock it up.
So what I would recommend when you're overlocking, sorry, John.
Right, no.
Is when you've got, we've built up and we've got sort of 3 thick layers here, I wouldn't recommend, you can do it, you've got to be very careful to sort of like really sort of try and push everything through the machines. So, because they can just sort of jam a little bit and it gets a little bit bulky and it can get caught under the knife and then all your stitches get locked together.
I think that happened to a friend of yours, didn't it, Hannah, at home the other day? Not you, your friend that was doing it. Didn't she clag the machine because she pushed too much through it?
Okay. And it just doesn't look pretty.
You were telling us a story about an hour ago, and now she's going, okay, no, John, I can't remember what. Oh, never mind, I'll remind her later. No, you didn't do it. It was your friend who did it. You haven't got an overlock, Hannah. How can you have done it? Right, okay, so you're just easing it through. We can't, it's on the wrong side of the desk to show that.
Because as I say, in some areas with this, we've got 4 layers of the fabric going through.
So would you suggest stitching it in real life? Would you have stitched it first?
Yeah, what I generally do is actually sort of stitch it on my machine and then trim the seam allowance down to 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
And then go in and just literally wrap it round then.
Just like almost like the decorative round the outside just to finish the edge off. Oh, Christine's messaged in. Hang on, I can find that here then. Morning, have to say, this is my go-to quick need something to wear pattern. Really quick and simple. But you've got ladies that come into your shop, don't you? Buy fabric, because I was there one Saturday when it extended. And it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the lady was buying this fabric, and I was like, oh, when are you making that for? And she went, tonight? I'm going out. She was making trousers. Oh, yeah, I'm making them tonight. So Christine's done that. Christine said, she just, this is her perfect pattern for just throw it, make it, and you wear it that, make and go, make and go.
Yeah, I even had one of my ladies, she was like, yeah, you're open, I'm coming down. And she was going to a works party. And I was like, what time? She said, oh, I'm going to be out for 8:30. And it was 6:30, I think it was, or 7. And it was sort of like half, and I'm like, think even not, that was pushing me. It's like...
Which is the ideal, because the overlocker, if you've, you know what I mean? You can sew and finish all at the same time. So not adds time, takes away the time. Right.
Okay, so I've come all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've now met up with my original first load of stitching, and this is where it's really nice to actually back crank it, okay, and to pull out.
So we back cranked, like, was it, who just asked us about back crank? It was Paul, wasn't it? And no, Pat, I think. Anyway, so.
Okay, and then it just means that rather than sort of just chaining off the edge and then you've got this like little scoop of a tail, you've managed to keep it nice and flat. And then with these 4 threads, you can either just...
Does it matter which 2 you're not with which 2?
No. Tie them together. You could put a little bit of dab of fray check on if you wish to, or you could actually sort of thread them through the bottom piece. And that's all on there.
Okay. If you've got the overlocker bundle in your basket, please start checking it out, only because we're down to single figures already on that one.
So that's our top then with the cowl.
Right.
Okay, so I've put the seam at the back, and that's marked up with the back seam. Okay, so again, just like that, it's really pretty. And then you've got your sleeves.
How long have I got? A minute. Okay. Very, very quickly, just explain how the sleeve comes from.
Right, so I've just literally gone down the underarm. It's got some ease stitch into it. Okay, so I've put 2 rows of ease stitch through the sleeve head. Insert, you've got a back and a front. So you've got your double notch, which is at the back, and it's really important to put your notches in to make sure that they go in the right armhole. And then from the inside, match your underarm seam, match your shoulder seam, pin up to your ease stitching, and then ease that stitch in. Now the idea is that you are literally just easing it in. You shouldn't have any gathers and puckers. Okay.
All the fabrics in the pattern, I'm not going to do a roundup because we've run out of time, but all the fabrics and all the bundles and everything and the patterns are all on the website. All I'll say is if you've got the pattern in the larger size, you do need to check out now. You really need to check out, because in a minute, there will be too many people got it in their baskets for us to check out. If you're watching later, I do apologise about that.
And again, I would actually stitch this in with a regular machine, trim down, and then overlock through.
Overlock it round.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I know that in a couple of shows I've actually gone before it, but I've not really been totally happy with the finish of them.
And there you go. Right, you're back in an hour's time.
I am indeed.
Doing a lovely tote bag. The tote bag pattern is brand new to us here at Sewing Quarter, and we've got 3 lovely bundles to it. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Amanda, again, for all your tips. I'll be back in 3 minutes' time, and I've got, I'm not quite sure what it was, Haberdashery Highlights it's called. I'll see you then.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
Hi, I'm Lucy Brennan, and these are my 3 top tips. My first top tip is to experiment. It's really about playing and using all the different features of your sewing machine. So, for example, when I was quilting this quilt, I used a wavy quilting stitch, which gives a really lovely texture to the quilt. So it's worth having a play about and using scraps or little quilt sandwiches to try different things. My second top tip is about combining fabric. A lot of people like getting the pre-cuts, which are fantastic. That gives you a whole range of a collection, but it doesn't mean that you just have to use those together. It can be nice to mix them in with other fabrics that you've got in your stash, or mix them in with solids and create something really unique. My third top tip is sometimes you just need to go for it. You can't always plan everything out. So you might combine fabrics, be making a block, and it not look exactly how you wanted it to. But until you sew it together, you don't always know how it looks, and there's always a way of combining things and making it look right in the end.
Love Patchwork and Quilting is the best-selling modern quilting magazine that shares your passion for fabric. We publish 13 times a year, featuring must-make projects. essential techniques, interviews, news and reviews from the world of modern quilting. Every issue also comes with a free gift.
Join us on Wednesday the 24th of January when Victoria Peat will be in the studio sewing a stunning Loving Hearts quilt by Pam and Nikki Lintott. At 9 AM, Victoria will guide you through quilting this pretty pattern from the Lintott's book, 2 from 1 jelly roll quilt. This gorgeous design uses just half of a jelly roll, so it's a great value quilt that looks really impressive. We have 2 different colour options available for you, a pink version with ditzy florals and spots, contrasting with mint green and coral, and a red colourway that includes red gingham, spots, and the bright florals and birds of Heather Bailey's Norwegian wood. So don't miss this show at 9 AM on Wednesday the 24th of January for Victoria's expert quilting tips and advice only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Welcome to John Scott's Haberdashery store. I still think we need a sign, don't we? And I should have my apron on, a bit like that open all hours. You know, that, well, it used to be Ronnie Barker, didn't it? It's now David Jason. Anyway, before I start on all my haberdashery gorgeousness, I've got another mega bundle for you to see today. Let me just move this across here. It's a fantastic one, because you know what I'm like with these embroidery machines. I absolutely love them. Love them, love them, love them. Let me just switch it on so it warms up. There we go. Right, so you would normally pay £599 for this embroidery machine. This is the Elna EMB M81 embroidery machine. Now, also, can I have that, you know, we were looking earlier, the paper with the patterns on for me. It is absolutely fantastic. It does, now, it just does all these embroideries, all these motifs and everything like that. But what we're doing today is it would normally cost you £599. But today, if you buy it today, you get these 2 boxes of Metler threads, right? Winter and spring, or winter and summer? No, winter and spring. Winter and spring. Let's have a look at the, oh, where's the writing? Oh. No. Is there not one with the with how much you save on it? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So how much are we saving? Sorry. £25.98. £25. That's what the threads are worth. You see. So you get those as a free gift or a saving if you buy the embroidery machine. Now I've just got to find my glasses and I can show you around it a little bit. It is fantastic. What happens is you get the 14 by 14 embroidery hoop with it. You put your fabric inside, like a normal embroidery hoop. You put your fabric inside there and stabiliser, which I'll talk about in a second. Fit it to the machine. And then what you can do is you can choose, I'll put that down there, which of your patterns you want. Now, how many patterns is it? I think it's, was it 55? Okay, let me just show you here. But if you look at the patterns, so you can look at the patterns along here and just, oh, there you go. So if you choose number 4, it will show you, it gets ready and goes into the place. It will show you that it takes 15 minutes. You need 4 colours. How big the finished design is, so it's 99 by 100 millimetres, and that you need to put the 14 by 14 hoop on, which is this, which you've got there with the machine. And then, obviously, you get a full set of instructions, everything you need. It does 3 different, if you look, it does 3 different alphabets, lower and uppercase, at the folder with the things in there. How many? Oh, 80, not 55. I don't know where I got 55 from then. 18 borders, yeah, and then 55, so it was, right, I'll start again. 55 embroidery machines, I was right, and 18 borders, right? Let me show you on here. Let me show you on here. You see, all these are ones that are available. All of these are ones that are available that you get with it. So these are your 55 little bits. I won't go through all of them, obviously. But you've got teapots, you've got baskets of flowers, you've got acorns, you've got beautiful, really, really beautiful little patterns. Butterflies. I'll show you. I've got a folder in a second with them all in. Now, what's brilliant about the Elna machine is you can put your own designs on, but when you go to look for them, there's lots and lots for free on the internet. And Jane was saying that she'd bought a little pack of them. You have to make sure they're compatible with your machine. The format, JEF for Freddie. Freddie, F for Freddie. So that's the format of all the. Yeah, I said that, 14 by 14, the hoop size there. So let me just show you some of the things it does. I'm not doing a full demonstration because we'll open the haberdashery shop, and we're late as it is. Right, there you go. 3 different styles of embroidery, writing. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Gothic script and, does it say Cheltenham? Oh yeah, Cheltenham. I was reading it upside down. But then look, this is lovely, look. Butterfly patterns. There's the alphabets again, the 3 different alphabets. A. Now, this is brilliant. It's a border, and what you can do is you can twist it. So if you're doing, say you do, like now, Gerardine is doing all the embroidery on her daughter's getting married, right, to Toby. Is he called Toby? Was he called Toby? Adam. Why did I say Toby? Is she called Amy? Is your daughter called Amy? That's what I'm getting confused. Anyway. She's making all of the wedding table, you know, the napkin, serviettes, tablecloths and everything. You can do this, right? But you can also twist the pattern so it does each corner. Or you want to do alternate corners. You can move it round, and then you can put the initials on. In fact, where's my towel, Munch? Oops. I've got a towel with my initials on somewhere. Look, little borders. Look, we did this last time. Last time we did this machine. We did that, didn't we? The little Dutch. Now this is Hannah, and this is Ginger Mike, the director, in the Lux, and they're going to move in together to the windmill house. And if Elaine's watching, don't run round to Hannah's mum and say that she's got a new boyfriend, because she'll get overexcited. And it's only Ginger Mike anyway, and he's happily settled down with his good lady wife. Right, okay. Look. This was my lovely towel rack, and then somebody, he shall remain nameless, Neil, used it to mop up the kitchen with, so it might be a little bit grubby now, but on the telly it'll look white, won't it? Anyway, I'm moving on. With life and with embroidery machines. £519. This one. Okay, I am limited with the amount I've got, and there are people got it in their baskets already. So please, if you do want it, check out your basket. Also, you know there's an Elna hotline. You can just ring Elna if you've got any questions about it. Right. Now, we do this bundle. Can I show a picture of it, first of all? If you're going to buy this, right, we say make sure you buy our stabiliser. Right, okay, our stabilisers. Because what's happened is it hasn't arrived from the warehouse, so we've got the open one, and so I'll show you the booklet first. Okay, it's called Madeira Premium Stabiliser Starter Kit. So when you're doing your embroidery, there's lots and lots of different stabilisers you can get. This kit is brilliant because it sold out last time we had it, right? Because look, you have tearaway stabilisers. Or as little Paul said yesterday, he's a tearaway. He's not. Then we have wash away, and then we have cut away. So I'll go through this, right, with you. I'll go through this. We've got a picture of it. There was the picture there. That's what it was. So now, what it is inside your packet. You see, it's going already. Inside. Now, this isn't all of them, because this was filed by Jay, so the other ones could be anywhere in the building. He will be watching. He's back tomorrow, I think, isn't he? Anyway, so what you get here is you get samples of all the different stabilisers. They're brilliant because, look, they're all labelled. This is how you get them. We haven't done this to make it easier for us, right? Oh, sorry. Look. So this is cotton stable, white, obviously. Cotton soft in black. Then you've got the cotton fix there. That's a different one again. Then there's that one there, which is the super strong. So now let me just go, I'll go through them very quickly in here with you because look, you have the tear away, the wash away, and the cut away. And that's exactly what it says, what it's like. So remember yesterday when we did the stitch and tear with Angie yesterday, these are ones that you do your embroidery and then you just tear the backing away, right? Then you have these. Now, until I came to work here, I thought, like Hannah, I thought they were the only ones you could ever get, right? But there are ones that you can wash away as well. So the Avalon, which are these, I don't know if I've got all of them here, but these are the Avalon stable. Yeah, there you go. There's one. Oh, there's an Avalon. Yes. You see, now the thing is, Avalon Fix. Yeah, that's one as well. Oh, that's a wash away one as well. Oh, yes, because that's good to back you. Anyway, so you have, this is brilliant. This pack is brilliant, right? Because if you went to a shop and you saw 12 different stabilisers, you're going to go, which one? No? Right? But this way, you basically get a sheet of you get a sheet, different size sheets of all the different stabilisers, right? So you can try them out. You can try them all out at home, and then when you decide which one, but look at this, this is full instructions. You're gonna keep this, aren't you? Because maybe you want one for your project now, and then in 6 months down the line, you think, oh, I need to do another project that needs a different one. You see what I mean? It's got all of the different information in there about all the different, the cutaway, cut and iron away, that one. Just brilliant, aren't they? Now, $11.99, I think you get 12. Now, I'm not sure, did we check if you get one or two? We were going to check, weren't we? Of how many you get of each. Oh no, now what it is this very clever as well, because these are the samples, and then these ones here are then, we don't sell these at the moment. Hopefully we'll get them in. But it's good reference, but this is the actual, when you come to buy, once you've tried and test them out of here, you can then know where the packet of the one that you want to buy. But look, all the information you need, everything you need to know, all in there. So you can test and try all of them, and then make sure you always write down which one you've used on which project, because eventually you'll use it all up and the label will be gone. But isn't that fantastic? Isn't that a brilliant buy? Last time, I've only seen it once before, and it completely and utterly sold out before the show was over. Before the show was over. Fantastic, that is. Right. Just tidy that up a little bit. That can go there. All right, brilliant. So, where do we start? Now, remember as well, if you're new to us and you're thinking, oh, I'd like some of that, and I'd like some of that, I'd like some of that. If you spend £10 or more on your first purchase, not including post and packaging, but on goodies, you'll get this as a free gift. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to fill anything in. You literally, if you're a new buyer and you spend over £10 on your first purchase, but it doesn't mean it needs to be £10 on one thing. So if you bought some ribbon and some buttons and some bric-a-brac and everything, as long as it all came to more than £10, you get a gift, a free gift worth £16.99. Right. Right, starting with some threads then. Gutermann threads, black and white. Now, Lucy was on the other day, wasn't she? And she said, I said to her, what colour did you run out of? She said, it's always black or white. It's always black and white. And then she said, I have to run down to the shop to buy. And I was like, no, that you order in, Lucy. It's fabric and thread. Fabric and thread. She said, well, this bundle is fantastic. This is just, it's not very glamorous. It's just black and white thread. But you get 10 of them for £9.99. That's less than a... oh, hang on, there's 7 of them. Why am I saying 10? 7 of them for £9.99. Why did I think there were 10? How did I add no, I added 6 and 4 together for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, the ladies on Facebook will have a field day today. Said it was rubbish yesterday. I'm even worse today. £9.99. So all thread, you get 7 of them. You get 3 black ones and 4 white ones. That makes 7 of them for £9.99. What was that? I don't know. I think I had my porridge a bit too early this morning. Right, brilliant. Excellent for your stash. Excellent to have in your workroom all the time, because the amount of times you use black and white Gutermann thread, polyester thread, £9.99 for 7 of them, right? Now, what I've got is, if you buy the embroidery machine today, you get both of these as a free gift to go with it. But you can also buy them if you already got your machine, you want some of these. These are Metler threads. Which one would you like to do first? Spring, because we're into spring now. This is the spring collection. They're lovely colours, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colours. So they are 100% cotton. They are stunning. I just see the each 100% cotton, 150 metres. 150 metres you get. They're lovely. They've got like a sheeny fit. You can't, oh, hang on. Somebody's been at the box. Like yesterday, they gave me, or was it the day before, they gave me a packet to open. It had sellotape on, but the sellotape was so beautifully done, I couldn't see it. Take my word for it. Oh, it's on there. It's one on there. It's one on there. Yeah, here you go. There's one on the machine. It has that really lovely, almost gloss finish to it. Perfect for your embroidery machine. Look. Can you see the gloss? It's got like a gloss finish. It's 100% cotton, but it's got that gloss finish. So that's spring. So you get those gorgeous like spring jewel colours in there. Greens and oranges and pinks and purple and blue for £12.99. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. I'm counting them now to make sure I don't make a mistake. 8 of them in there. They're lovely, aren't they? £12.99. That's spring. And then I've also got winter. The thing is, winter, it's not, I wouldn't say, I'd say, well, it's Game of Thrones winter, isn't it, really? %100% cotton with the sheen again. Black, charcoal, silver, mercury, white, pale blue, mid blue, and a lovely dark French blue. £12.99. 100% cotton. That lovely, sheeny, shiny finish. £12.99. But remember, if you buy the embroidery machine today, you get this and you get the spring one completely free as a gift. As a gift specially for you. Talking about embroidery. Oh, got a picture from Lorraine. Oh, it's now the one on the right are Lorraine's coasters that she's just made. And the one on the left is her entry into the competition. We've got so many. We've got so many. You've seen pictures of little Paul. See pictures of little Paul, his little stripy top on Facebook, looking at all the blocks. Then Hayley's had a look at them. Who else was there? Deb's had a look at them. And Lucy's looked at them. I'm having a look at them all today. Anyway, thank you for those. They're for the birthday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we've got a competition. It's too late. The entry's closed now. Too late. But the we've got lots of you to make a block. We're going to make one quilt. We're going to have to make several quilts out of all of them that have been sent in. They're fantastic. Right, next. Rick-rack. We'll do rick-rack now then, shall we? Well, lots of the lovely colours here. So I'll just go with the order that they're here. Is that all right? Yellow. Yeah, Hannah sing daffodils. Well, she's not, because none of hers have come up, have they, Hannah? No, you see, Danny, my gardener, was round last week, and he went, I don't remember planting that many daffodils in your garden. It's awash with daffodils, right? They're not flowering yet. They're just about that far out the ground, but not one snowdrop. And I did a practice. I did some, putting them all in the right way up, some scattered, and some in a pot. Not one snowdrop's come up. Not one snowdrop. £12.99. Well, no, apparently they might come up next year, Hannah. Because if you only just plant them, they might come up next year. Rick-rack in the yellow. You get 25 metres, £12.99. Okay? No, gardening's not instant, Hannah. White rick-rack. These are all the same price. They're all exactly the same, but just in the different colours. Right, polyester, 25 metres, £12.99. I will speed up now because I've got rather a lot to get through. Then I've got the green, like a forest green. It is the only green I have. Yours will obviously arrive all sealed and everything. These have all been open for projects that we've done. 25 metres of the forest green, it is called, £12.99. Okay, now I've got purple. Now, I've got a deep purple and I've got a pale lilac, so I'll do the deep purple first. Amethyst purple, this one is. Is that what it's called? Oh, it's just called purple. But it's a good Uruguayan amethyst that you can see the red in it, can't you? Oh, that's taking me back. 25 metres, £12.99. Uruguay, £12.99. Then I've got the lilac. I'm not sure if it's called lilac, though. I'm just guessing. It doesn't say on the packet. It's called lilac. Lilac, as our friend Caroline says. And Ginger might likes it a lot. £12.99 for the 25 metres there. Right, then I'm moving on to bread. Now, this one's been used a lot, I think, this one. There's not very much left after our Christmas rush. Yeah, survived all of Christmas, 25 metres of it, with all our designers all taking some. Yours won't, excuse me. Yours won't look like this. Yours will be nice. I haven't got one that's wrapped up. Say, normally they're all wrapped up and I can't show you the rick-rack, but that does look a bit like Hannah's hair first thing in the morning. £12.99. If you do follow her on Instagram, she put a very unusual picture up yesterday of an ornament hanging in her window, in her front window. Yeah, that's her house. Pink. She's got loads of followers now. Loads and loads of followers. McBabe, if you want to go and find her. £12.99 for 25 metres of the pink polyester rick-rack. Right, now, I've got 3 blue ones. I've got a pale blue, a mid blue, and a dark blue. Pale blue first, sky blue, this one. Always very popular for the... lots and lots of people buy this and have it in their... not just the sky blue, all the different colours in their workroom. It's lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous spring sunshine. Lovely blue skies. Be here soon. Mind you, we had a really... What day was it this week? We had a beautiful day this week, didn't we? It was all very cold, but very, very sunny. OK, that's sky blue. Then I've got the darker blue, which is like a dark navy. On the web, it looks black, but that's the dark blue that it is here. Navy. And then last, but very much not least, there we go. What's this one called? French. Oh, royal. No, I always call it French, but it's royal blue. Royal blue. £12.99 for 25 metres. It's a lovely colour, that, isn't it? Very, very rich colour. In fact, I've got a ribbon that almost matches that coming up later on in the show. Colour-wise, colour-wise. OK? Right, OK. Ribbons. Got Swarovski crystals here. Well, I thought I had more than 3, but anyway. Here we go. Right. Now, this is nice. This is nice. Tilda ribbons. They're cute, aren't they? You get 3 different styles, 2 meters of each. £9.99. Isn't that lovely? They're gorgeous, lovely ditzy print on there. So you get 6 meters for £9.99. Tilda ribbon. Aren't they lovely? That really gorgeous ditzy print on all of them. It's the only Tilda thing I've got today, I think, to show you. Okay. Now, other ribbons I've got available. Ooh, let me show you all of them to start with, and then you can see what's coming up. I'll start with this one because it's a different size to others. It's lovely. Oops. Now, this is the ribbon that we use. Oh, I was looking for the... We use when we wrap, remember all the Christmas parcels, not Christmas anymore, John. Wrapped all the Christmas parcels in brown paper, and we used this ribbon. And we used it on the tree, little bows on the tree and everything, but it's a really lovely, good quality Beresford's box stitch ribbon, red. It's 5 meters of it on the reel, and it's 7 millimeters wide, £4.50. So that's not even £1 a meter for good quality, gorgeous ribbon. And you can tell it's good quality because look at both sides. So no, not of them, you get the pattern on one side then. It's a good quality woven ribbon, that one. Okay, £4.50. Now, I've got my satin ribbons here. So we'll start with white. This is 15 millimeters wide, and you get 20 meters of it. And it is white, it's not, I don't think it's wedding white, that, is it? It looks like it's pure white. We'll just check now. It's double-sided, double-faced as well. So that's really good if you're using it to decorate with things. So if it folds over, because normally if you get the one-sided one, it always falls, doesn't it, with the non-satin side out. Whereas this is satinized on both sides, 100% polyester, satinized on both sides. You can wash it up to 50 degrees, this. So that's double-faced, 15 millimeter wide, 20 meters of it for £8.49. Okay? Now I'm going to the blue that matches that rickrack, that lovely royal blue rickrack. This is double-faced polyester. See, they've called it dark royal. 20 meters again, 15 millimeters wide. Double-sided as well, remember. That's really good. That's really good value for a double-sided ribbon. 20 meters of it, 15 millimeters wide. Beautiful blue, beautiful color. Okay, next. Moving on to pink. Oh, this one's open, so I can show you this one. Now, this one's, again, 15 millimeters, double-sided satin, 100% polyester, 15 millimeters wide, 20 meters, oh, pink azalea, this one's called. You see, now I always think of azalea as a deep pink, not a pastel pink. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Very, very soft, 15 millimeter wide, 20 meters, machine washable. It's lovely. Okay, that's pink. I should really put the pin back in, otherwise I'll get told off. Munch should tell me off. Don't know. Now I've got 3 narrow ribbons. $10 millimeters this is. 10 millimeters. Double-faced polyester satin. Oh, Hannah uses this to tie in with her hair, tie her hair up. 20 meters, 10 millimeters wide, really lovely scarlet red, that one, isn't it? £6.49 for 20 meters. That's a good price, isn't it? £6.49. Right, then I'm going to move on the same width, but in the black. I'm presuming it's black. Yep. Okay, this one's got the covering still on it. 20 meters, 10 millimeters wide. £6.49. Nice, and then the last one is now, what colour do they call this? I think this one's cream, or it might be wedding white. I'll just double check. Bridal, it's called. Bridal white, wedding white, bridal white. Now, it's cream. It's a cream colour. It's beautiful. 20 meters, 7 millimeters. Oh, now this one's 7 millimeters wide. That one's thinner. That one's 7 millimeters wide for £6.49. Right, okay, before I go on to the pom-poms, I need to talk to you about stabiliser again. A third of the stock has been checked out. A third of the stock is all gone, right? This is ideal. It's the first time it's been back in we've got lots of it as well. I have to say we've got lots of it because the last time it just sold out within minutes. This is a brilliant pack because what it is, if you don't know, if you've got the embroidery machine or you're doing machine embroidery or anything like that, or you need a stabiliser and you're not quite sure which stabiliser you need, this one has 12 different stabilisers in it. Tearaways, washaways and cutaways in different weights. And then it means that you can, they're all labelled up as well. So you think, oh yes, I'll use this one. Then you know. Hannah wants to take one home and try the washaway ones. We'll let her do that later. But maybe you could just wash it away. No, or you could come around and borrow mine, wash away, embroidery machine, or you could just do some hand embroidery and then, oh yeah, no, hang on. It doesn't have to just be for this. It's not just for this. If you think of you embroidering some chiffon or something like that, put one of these behind the chiffon, do your embroidery, and then this washes away. There's also one of the books we sell shows how to make these incredible flowers using a stabiliser like that. And then you wash the flower stays there and the stabiliser's all gone. Plant snowdrops while the leaves are still green. Late spring, flower next year. Oh, so they won't flower till next year then? Because I've already planted them, Karen. And I think so's a dead, but where she lives, there's not that much greenery. Yes. Because the seaside, yes. But if you go to her Instagram, Babe, you'll see that she doesn't live at the sea. She put a picture of her front window yesterday. Gives away the whole story. It was frosted over yesterday, it was so cold. £11.99, that's that stabiliser stuff to get. Okay, the spring met the threads. Apart from the ones in this bundle, the ones that we've saved for this bundle, if you want to buy them individually, there's only 5 left. Or less than 5, do you say? Less than 5 now. Less than 5 of these. Silk finish, cotton 50, spring kit. So now they haven't got silk on them, because they're 100% cotton, but they've got that silk finish. Or what do I call it? Sheeny shiny. Sheeny shiny finish. I can see hologram buttons, but I'm not coming up there. I've just got pom-poms first. I've got hologram buttons coming up. Not pomegranate, hologram. We love this because these. Oh, now I've only got 2 pom-pom tunes today available. I thought the others must be sold out, but the green and the cream are on the website. You get red pom-pom, 2 meters of it for £2.99. This always sells incredibly well. We've got cushions galore with this. Oh. Do we normally have a cushion with pom-poms? Oh, is it down there? Is it on the front of the... No, it's gone. Someone's removed the pom-pom cushion. Yeah, Paul's must have got it in his lounge now. Because you know what he's like when he saw that little lounge yesterday. Oh, here I go. I've got they're only in white on this one, but just show you what you can do with them. We don't sell this fabric anymore or anything like that, but that's what you can just do with the pom-poms. Nice, aren't they? Nice. Right, okay. So that's the red one. That's the red one. Hannah's asked the buying department to get big pom-poms on a... No, they just laugh at her. Well, it's because Ian, the buyer, thought she was flirting with him at the Christmas party. Anyway, grey pom-poms. Well, he did, didn't he? That picture on Instagram. That was what? Oops. Is it on your Instagram, McBabe? I love that. Do you know what? I don't think I've seen these grey ones before. They're a lovely colour. I obviously... Oh, Jess made a cushion with these on the other day. They're lovely. That's a really gorgeous, like an elephant grey, isn't it? £2.99. 2 meters. And they're 20mm size pom-poms. Or you have to go to the elephant orphanage in Sri Lanka. It's beautiful there. Anyway. And what I like about those is you get the wooden, I'll show you on the red one because it's easier to see. You get the wooden spool with it. And then lots of people collect the wooden spools. Oh, actually, I'm unraveling this one, but I'm sure we've got them on the set. I think people just come in at night time and move things. Look. You get this lovely wooden spool with it. That comes with it. There we go. Right, next. There we go. Now, this is... Oh, the other one's in the package, yeah, that's right. Yes, there is a silver in it. Someone's put sellotape on this one now as well. They're stopping me opening this. Right. These are very, very, very popular. You get 3 different colours of gold. You get silver. You get red, like ruby red, tanzanite blue, emerald green, and paparazzi sapphire, pinky orange. Embroidery threads, these are. Yeah, you can machine washable and dry cleanable. And now on one of them, it says what's inside them. Oh, there we go. 75% polyester and 25% metallic in the blue, but they're all different. But they've all got, now I'm sure one of them, it said, oh no. Oh, that one's viscose and metal. Oh, they're all viscose and metal. No, some are polyester metal, some are viscose and metal. Work with your embroidery machine, or you can use them in your sewing machine as well. Oh, one thing oh no, I can't talk about that. No, because weren't we supposed to be getting the bobbin fill in for today, and it hasn't arrived yet. That was supposed to be here for today's show. Anyway, no. Swarovski crystals. Now, we've got little films of these. I don't know if we've got little films of all of them. Okay, so this one first, EFVK74. Look at the video. Look, aren't they beautiful? Swarovski Crystal Golden Shadow bi-cone beads. You get 48 of them. They're 6mm in size. And they're £6.99. This is them in the packet. Sparkle beautifully, don't they? Swarovski Crystal Golden Shadow. 48 of them in there for £6.99. Okay, that one goes there. Next, the blue ones. What'd you say? Okay. These are aquamarine coloured. They're not real aquamarines. And you can get 6 8mm ones for £2.20. There they are, lovely blue. They look better, the blue better in real life than they are on that little film, isn't it? But they still sparkle, like all Swarovskis, sparkling and shimmering away there. Right, and then last but not least in the Swarovskis today, I told them we need to get more Swarovskis because they're so popular. You get 24 in here. These are the bi-cone, these ones are called bi-cones for some reason. Bi-cone beads, 24 of them. Now what size are they? 8mm for £6.99. Look, how yours will arrive. Beautiful for embellishment and a bit of sparkle and make a little tassel out of them. Or just kind of put one every now and then if you want. In fact, we used those on a handbag we made with Lucy. We just embellished the corner of the handbag and it looked lovely. When I used to make wedding dresses, I used to use an awful lot of Swarovski sparkle as especially the ones with no colour. So you couldn't actually see them on the dress, and it was only when they would walk into the church or where they were getting married, and it would just pick up the colours of all of, oh, it was beautiful. Anyway, I should get back into that, really. Right, okay. I've got one silver thread left on this side. Or are you saving that for something else? No, do that now, then. Then it's everything on that side done, then. This is a metallic embroidery thread, 40 yards, or 36.92 metres, for £1.49. I'm assuming the gold is out of... It says available in other colours on the back, but I'm sure we had it in gold. I'm sure the gold sold out. Maybe more people did a gold Christmas than they did a silver Christmas. Very sheeny, shiny, that one, isn't it? Right, okay, now buttons, les boutons. I did a film called The War of the Buttons years ago in Ireland. It was fantastic. Right, I'm going to start with the hologram ones because I love them. Look. I don't know if, no, they've just called them glitter. But I think they look more like a hologram, don't they? Look. Oh, they look like opals, don't they? Like a really good Australian black opal. Oh, why was I thinking Del Monte? Lightning Ridge. Yes. Aren't they beautiful? Do you know what? If you have those on your cardigan or your blouse, something like that, if you've got little children, they're going to be fascinated by those, aren't they? So only $1.99. You get 2 of them. They're 22 millimeters in size. 2 holes. Let me check. I'm saying the right thing. Yeah, 2 holes. Oh, they're fantastic. Look, I'm saying little children are going to be fascinated by them. This 39-year-old is fascinated by them. Oh, I love them. She's more married like those. Right, okay, so we'll put that there. Then I'm going to go to another sheeny shiny. Why am I saying sheeny shiny a lot today? These look like shell. These look like shell buttons. But I don't think I've ever seen a bright red shell like that before. They say what? I think what it is, I think it's a 2-tone red and orange. They call them orange. They're definitely not orange, are they? If you look there, there's an orange sheen. It's almost like a lacquer. You know, like that Chinese lacquer. That's what they look like, don't they? Pearlescent, they are. Pearlescent. I'll just show you the thickness on them there. I like the fact that they're undulating. Yeah, they look like they're natural. I can't say that they are. Okay, that's next. Then let's move to flowers. 2 flower buttons by Millwards. Cute, aren't they? Oh, scallops, they've called them. Well, the edges are scalloped, isn't it? My nan used to make scallops, which are just like chips, but big bits of potato. $1.99 for 2 buttons. They're 20 millimeters in size, 2-hole buttons. They've got, here you go. That's the thickness of them there. Cute, aren't they? £1.99. Make sure. Now, remember, pop it in your basket. Pop it in your basket. Right, now I'm going to move on to, they look like mother of pearl, these. They'll be called pearlescents, yeah. They're pearl square buttons, £1.99 for 4 this time. They're lovely, aren't they, where they catch the light. You see all the mother of pearl pinks and greens and blues in there. £1.99 for the 4. I haven't got what they're made of in here. I think they'll just be, they're either fabric, metal, wood, or shell, or leather. I'd say they're definitely not leather, and they're not wood. Not metal, I wouldn't say either. But they are beautiful. And you can wash them, 40 degrees. Oh, Anne-May's got a question. Good morning, John. Could I put the red pom-poms on the bottom of window blinds? I don't see why not. Let me just show you. Oh, yes, Anne-May. Look, they'd be cute, wouldn't they? You'd have to get them twisted so they're all good. I'm pretending there's a blind there. Oh, yes, look, they'd be cute. You get 2 meters in there as well. I've lost carried on with buttons. Pardon, Mom. These are cute. Iridescent, they're called these. They're like, no, hang on. There's a gemstone like this as well. Sorry to be affiliating everything with gemstones today. What's the one? Comes from Sri Lanka. Rainbow moonstone. Did you say that? Yeah, there you go. $1.99. They're cute, aren't they, two of those? I think you'd need more. Oh, no. Do you know what they look like, lovely? On the back of a, you know, just the neck of a blouse that just has a little two-loop that opens up at the back. Do you know what I mean? Be nice, okay? I'll get a move on. Now, these are cute. They're like little toggles. Look. These would look lovely on a little kiddies project, wouldn't they? Or if you got some bamboo fabric, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? These are wooden. These are wooden. Toggle buttons, £2.49 for the 3. It is real wood, I think. Yeah, it is real wood. Well, on the back it says fabric, metal, wood, shell, or leather. But they're definitely wood, those. £2.49. Then I've got some big, black, bold ones. These are like coat buttons. Now, these have got 4 holes in them. If you've got an L in the sewing machine, you can sew these on. Well, I think you can sew the 2-hole ones on as well, but definitely sew the 4-hole ones on with an L in the sewing machine. They're an inch in size, 25 millimeters. $1.99. You get 3 of those for your $1.99. This is like taking a stroll to a haberdashery shop, isn't it? Hannah, is that one has gone, the one near you, did you say? Oh, it's still there. There we go. 3 red ones, 4 holes. Now, they're coral red, are they? Yeah, they're not made of coral. They're not made of coral. But they're like old-fashioned braces buttons, look. Because they've got the indent in the middle. They're like old-fashioned braces buttons. $1.99. 17 millimeters they are. Coral red they are. Bright red, coral red. You see, now when we watched the David Attenborough show, how many corals did you see that colour? I don't know. Right, and then oh no, not the last buttons, but the last ones on a card are cover buttons. These you can cover them yourself with the fabric of your choice. Oh, we can see the studio now. Can you see Tom waving? No. What's that there? I can see that. Oh, is it me? No, it's not me. Oh, no, that square in the middle is my monitor that I'm looking at. So I lift it up like that. You can see the studio lights up there. It's very glamorous. Let's see if I can turn. Look, there's the other set there. And then that bit, oh, you can't see it. Little tour of the studios. Anyway, look, so what happens to this? Can you see in there? You get a back to the button. And what you do is you cut a circle of the fabric, put it over the button, and then you fix the back of the button on, which holds the fabric in place. And you can make cover buttons in any fabric that you like. Well, I wouldn't do heavy jumbo cord, because that won't work properly, but any other fabric you like, you could do it in. Yes. Right, now I've got buttons on a plate here. It's a bit like snakes on a plane. Right, you get all of these in here. You do not get the plate. You do not get the plate. You can get I think the plate's from IKEA. Oh! All those, these are brilliant, aren't they? I don't know why I did that. Jar of Stars, that's that lovely song, isn't it? Oh, no, it's Jar of Hearts. Shaped craft buttons in different sizes, in different colours. How many did you get? How many did you get in there, Hannah? How many did you get? Oh, you get by weight, you get 75 grams. You get 75 grams. But they're all different, there's all different sizes. They're lovely, aren't they? I don't know, I didn't think this one through properly, did I? This is like when you cash up in the pop-in shop and you have to count all the 20p's and the 10p's and the 5p's. There we go. I'm not going to leave them as a mess. I like these ones. These are the Trimmets. Right. Now, little Paul bought these for his mum as part of our Christmas present. Little wooden buttons. I'm not going to open it because this is how it comes wrapped up like that. £1.49 for 30. Now this time you do know how many buttons are out. There's 30. Just to make sure they're the right. There we go. Is it just two? I think it's two different sizes. It says assorted size, but I think it's just two different. Oh no, there's 3 different sizes in there. They're cute though, aren't they? They are reminding me of rich tea biscuits though. Other biscuits are available. I have to have the gluten-free ones. They're not quite as good at Dunkin' for Dunkin'. Yeah, Hannah bought me some Hobnob gluten-free biscuits, and then she'd eaten most of them when she said, I've bought you these Hobnob biscuits. They're gluten-free, but I had to test them first. So half the packet had gone. Then I had one, and I was like, "Would you want one?" She was like, "Yeah." So she then ate the rest of the packets. And she's not very good at sharing other people's gifts. Right. These are tiny little cute. Now these, I don't think they're buttons, really, are they? Like for decoration. I know children under 3 shouldn't be allowed these at all, I don't think. Because look how tiny they all are. They're cute, but they're really for decoration, aren't they? Could be one of those, you know, when you draw a picture and then you have it analysed, right? So we look at that and then we go, "Oh, John, you need to see a doctor." Oh yeah, it looks like an ear. Yeah, it does. Or the profile of a face. Pardon? £1.25. You know they're doing Angel Delight again, don't you? But you don't have to make it anymore. It comes already made in a pot. Oh no, I love butterscotch. Anyway, I haven't seen it for sale. I just heard it on the radio, Steve, right in the afternoon yesterday. Right, okay, £1.25. Won't have been yesterday, will it? Because it was Sunday yesterday. Right, lots of people asking about the embroidery machine deal. I'll just tell you very quickly, because I've got to remind you about the overlocker one. Look at the time. We're doing a special deal today. It's limited. It's meant to be until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but I can't guarantee that it will last that long. Quite a few of you have got this in your basket and we're on single figures. There's a still of it with no writing. Oh, no, there you go. It's the machine, which would cost you £5.99 on a normal day. But today, we're throwing in 2 boxes of the Metler threads, the spring and the winter, which means, there you go, there's this and this, which means you either make a saving of £25.98, or you think of it as a free gift that comes with the machine. Obviously, you only get those if you buy the machine. It's fantastic. I love it because you get all the different designs on here. Oh, hang on. Let me go here. 55 designs, 18 border designs. You can change the size as well. You can change the size of the designs as well. Let me just move it. Oh, you can use your USB stick to go inside it as well. Oh, I think it might have gone to sleep. Hang on, I'll switch it back off and switch it back on again. It's a fantastic, and we love it, love it, love it. Let me show you some of the designs that it does. The frame that you get with it, like it's called a hoop, but it's a 14 by 14. That comes with it. What you do is you put your I wonder what that noise was then. It's just the machine getting ready. You put your fabric in there like you do with the hoop. You attach this to your machine, and then it moves around the machine and stitches it. And then with each design, so for example, you go for number 2, it tells you, there you go, it takes 19 minutes to make. It's got 4 colours in it. The finished size is 99 by 68, and you need the 14 centimetre hoop on it there. It tells you how long it's going to take and everything. And then what it does is it does the first colour, because it needs 4 colours. It does the first colour, then it stops, you put the second colour on, and it does the second colour. It's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And, oh, if you do something like a border, like a corner, of course, oh, no, I'm trying to find, oh, right, if you do, I've got it in, oh no, it was in here, wasn't it? It was in here, it's in here. If you're doing, like Gerardine, she's doing the, what do you call it, all the napkin wear? You don't call it that though, do you? The tableware's more like that, isn't it? What would you call, the tablecloths and the napkins? But anyway, if you do the corner like this, right? Then what happens is there's a button down at the bottom left here, and you can turn it round. You can move it round so you can put it in. So if you had a big tablecloth, you could put it in that corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. It just rotates it. And all the buttons here comes with a fantastic manual with all of the information. And it comes with I'll show you this one because it's there, 3 letters. 3, you can write other letters as well as the A. It comes in, and lowercase as well, and it comes in Gothic, Script, and Cheltenham. I didn't know what Cheltenham was. I knew it was a place, obviously. Right. Okay. Sorry? Oh, blimey, times. Right, the stabilisers, we had loads of these, down to single figures. Down to single figures. This is where you can test 12 different stabilisers. And they're all in there for $11.99. Let me just show you. Some are wash away, some are cut away, some are rip away. They all come in the pack like this. You get a sheet of each of them. You get a sheet of, and each of them is labelled so you know which one you're using. And then, once you've tested them, you can see which one is best for the job that you're about to do. Or maybe you've only got a tiny job to do and you just want to cut a little bit out and use it. Well, obviously, you'd need to put it in the whole frame. Right, I've got to go. Amanda's up again. I think I've covered everything, haven't I? Amanda's up after the break with me, obviously, making that lovely tote bag. It's a brand new pattern for us here at Stone Quarter. She's made it in the blue, and I think she's going to remake it for you, demonstrating the gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Really, really lovely colourways. And there's a squirrel colourway as well. So don't go anywhere. Have a look at all of the things. Make sure you check out your basket. And remember, if you've done any of this, make sure you check out your basket. I'll see you in 3 minutes' time from now. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for the Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. It's official. Sewing Quarter has arrived on Sky TV. You can join us on Sky 678 7 days a week. Add Sewing Quarter to your Sky favourites so you never miss a programme. And if you set a series link, you can catch up on our shows from each day at any time. If you don't have Sky, you can still join in the fun by watching us on Freeview Channel 78, on our website at sewingquarter.com and on YouTube. So tune in on Sky Channel 678 or on Freeview Channel 78. We'll see you there.
Did you know there are multiple ways you can contact us, even if it's just to ask a question? Our friendly team are always on standby. You can call our customer service team at 0800 112 4433, email us at help@sewingquarter.com, visit our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter at Sewing Quarter, and even message us through our website, and our presenters will answer your questions live on air.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple programme guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
Did you see Jo Carter's adorable ballerina toy in the latest issue of Simply Sewing magazine? Well, she's back this Thursday, the 25th of January, for another chance for you to sew Jo's brilliant new design. This delightful toy is available in our kit, with super soft shades of pastel pink. And this week we have a gorgeous choice of hair colours. Choose from blonde or brunette felt hair for your dancing doll, swept up in a neat bun. Joe's kits always sell out, so don't miss your chance to sew your ballerina. Tune in at 8 AM on Thursday the 25th of January, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
I wanted to do that. I didn't realise it was it say Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. Here it is. This is a little ballerina doll. I have to tell you, when it was, when we did it last time, absolutely flew out, and now we've got a choice, isn't it cute? I think they should just call it the Joe Carter ballerina doll, because that is her, isn't it? That is her. She said she couldn't do one of me because I didn't have any redeeming features. That's nice, isn't it? Anyway, in a minute, we're going to be doing this bag, right? But before we do the bag, I need to remind you about this lovely bundle we've got going today. This is the Overlocker bundle, got just for today until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or until stocks last. It's £449. Now, £449 is how much you pay for this Overlocker anyway, but we are putting in 4 threads as a free gift. So you get 4 threads, £449 with the free, I can't even say it. Free threads, 4 threads, 4 black threads there, completely for free. For free threads, that's right. Gorgeous, right, okay. Let's go on. Oh, now have a look at the bag first. It's nice, this is new to us today. It's a brand new pattern for us today. With matched pattern pocket. What is the matter with me today? All the pockets are pattern matched. Why what? I know. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Got 3 bundles to show you. I'll start. Oh, I won't speak this out. Just let Amanda speak. We are going to start with the Amy Butler blue one. It's called Aqua. So what you get is you get the pattern, you get the thread, you get 2 meters of fabric, 1 meter of the Amy Butler, and 1 meter of the blue. Now the blue is the Linen Effect Macawa solid there. All of that for £34.99. Now, before I move on to the next bundle, I'll just show you the pattern because it's brand spanking new. I will go through it all properly with you. Just want you to have a good look at it, though. Of the 3 different options you've got on there. There's 4 pictures, but I've only got 3 options, so one of those must be repeated twice. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I'll put the pattern graphics through in a second because I'll go around with the bundles, but I just want you to see the patterns on there. Right, so that's the Amy Butler blue one. Now this... Now, this fabric is a premiere to me. It has been on once before with Natasha. Love it. I'm just going to open this out for you. You get a meter of it. This is your lining fabric, this one. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's a Macawa. It's called Uptown Hot Pink Gemstones. I love it. So you get a meter of that. Then the other one you get a meter of is like a fuchsia pink. But it's... Right, okay, Hannah's never been to my house, and she's just said to me, isn't that the colour of the wall in your bathroom? The walls in my bathroom are slightly darker than that. And then this fuchsia here, this is like a cotton canvas, this one. So you get a meter of the cotton canvas, a meter of the pink and of the thread and the pattern. That's £29.99. And that's the one that Amanda's demonstrating with. And then the other one we've got is lovely. You're going to love this one. So you get a meter of the squirrels. Oh. Squirrels. There are squirrels on this fabric. Squirrels. Squirrels. Okay, so yeah, a meter of that. The reason I'm doing that, we have lots of people messaging going, please don't say squirrels, John, because the dog goes crazy when they hear squirrels. And then look at this is splash time. And it's, no, spray time. Spray time in that gorgeous green. Is it sage, this one? It's a gorgeous green anyway. And you get the thread. and you get the pattern, £30.49. Right, have a look at the picture of the bag, and I'll take the pattern with me. There we go. Right. Hello.
Hello.
So now, beginner, intermediate, difficult?
Beginner.
Beginner.
Yeah, it's a good beginner one. Yeah, it's a good basic construction bag.
Right. Which variety did you go with?
I did. Oh, I went a little bit off piece, but I did.
Oh no, she's gone off piece. There's a surprise. Now it's one size only. I'll just show you the 3 different options that you're meant to choose from. You've got A, which has just got the one pocket between the longer straps. B, with the one pocket between the straps, where the straps are going down to the bottom. And then C, which has got all sorts of pockets going on there. But so you did a mix?
I did C, but I've kind of like ad-libbed.
Okay. Well, we can ad-lib along with you then. So what size is the finished bag? Because I know that's what people are going to be asking. 15 by 13 by 5 inches. That's the finished size. Go.
Okay. Right, so the only bit that I sort of like ad-libbed was a little bit with the pockets and things because it was so pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, went a bit on the pattern matching. So if anybody sort of like wonders how to pattern match.
Okay, so this is the Amy Butler, which is there, and then the pink one's there. Patterns, yes, because you've pattern matched exactly. If you look here, you wouldn't know there was a seam there, would you? Look, it's pattern matched beautifully. So you're going to show us how...
That's why I trimmed it in the blue then, just to sort of
so you can find it. Yes, exactly. Right.
So pattern matching, my very crude way of doing it was that I just literally laid the pattern piece sort of over the top of where the other bits wanted the placement lines.
Right.
And I found where I literally wanted to go. And then I just literally crudely just drew around a few of the key area patterns.
Yes.
Whether you can sort of see.
Yeah, just get a glimpse of it there.
Cut that out, and then when you sort of tuck it under, you've just got that little bit of manoeuvrability to then match it up. Is he on that? Yeah, it's on
that one.
Yeah, it's that one, I think.
That has to be exactly where the pocket is there, I suppose. There it is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just drew sort of around the little white feathery bits.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another couple up here.
So that was from underneath, from the piece underneath, where the pocket was going. You drew it, then you knew where to cut this.
Where I wanted that
cut
piece.
That piece out from,
okay.
Okay, brilliant.
And then with this pattern, the other day when I was cutting out, and I was like, I've got to say it, and I was like, oh, you know when you put your piece of fabric out and you go, which way's up type of thing. And I'd got some friend in the shop, and she went, and we were like, oh yeah, she went, oh, it looks a bit like a dragon with his ears.
Don't start,
and I was like, oh yeah, I love it. And then as I turned, and I went, oh no, it's birds.
There's 2 peacocks in there.
Yeah.
Could you find them?
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me about 6 months to find them.
Well, you nearly had it as like a dragon, as a bearded dragon upside down.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That does look like a Chinese dragon. Look upside down that way. Look.
Sort of like a moose.
Yeah, like a moose.
Moosey dragon.
There's a moose loose around the hoose. Right, okay.
Okay then, so you've literally, there's a fair few sort of pattern pieces to it.
Right.
Okay, but don't let that put you off at all. You've got your bag front, and then it replicates for the bag lining as well.
So you've done this one differently, because on that one you had your pockets made out of
the outer.
Yes.
Yeah. But because, again, the lining is just, like, so funky and lovely, I thought, well, OK, we'll sort of reverse it round again.
Right.
So your main pattern pieces is you've got your lining piece and your bag piece.
Right.
OK, but they're exactly the same. It's just that you've got your different placement lines on them. OK?
Are there any pockets inside?
Yes. And then you've got your pocket piece. That's the inside pocket, okay? And this one is designed to be cut on the fold.
Why has it got darts in it?
Because you then, so I've prepared the lining, okay? So when you put your darts in, it then creates a little sort of box.
So it's like a box. It's like a box pleat, isn't it? But it's done dart-wise, yeah.
That's right. So when you stitch that on, so it's designed, as I say, to actually have a fold. Okay, and you put that sort of through, so you've got a nice neat top, but I've put mine on upside down, but it's still stitched nicely.
Were you tired?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
It's still stitched beautifully though, isn't it?
But then on this one, what I did...
Hang on, let me take the filling out.
was I didn't cut it on the fold.
Oh, okay.
And that was on purpose.
Right.
So I just did the outer, and then I cut another piece in the dark blue for the inner, and then just joined them with a thin.
Is there plenty of fabric to do this project? You get a metre of each?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So this is what I've got left over on the pink. So yeah, there's plenty. So I've cut the lining and the pockets out, so you've still got plenty, okay, to do other pieces for.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, plenty.
Like, yeah, I've only really used half of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I did pretty much use most of this Amy Butler one, just because of the pattern.
Of course, yeah.
And things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I always generally tend to start with the linings first.
Right.
Okay, so you're literally just cutting out your two sides. Okay. Make your pocket up.
Yeah.
You've got your placement line. Stitch in your placement line and then stitch around your pocket into place.
Have you put the darts in at that point before you stitch it on? So you've literally made your pattern piece, you put your darts in and then you stitch it on.
That's right. Okay. Then you stitch down the one side along the bottom, but you're leaving a gap through the side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for turning.
So it's because normally the bottom, isn't it? They leave a hole in,
but they've done it through there, which is absolutely fine. And then created your box pleats at the bottom, but I can show you that when we put these ones together.
Yes, that's like the box bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Penny's back, everyone. Penny's not been with us for a few days because she's had no internet and no phone, but she's, I've got the phone back, got my internet back, I love the shows, and it's nice to have them back. She's missed it. Thank you. We missed you as well, Penny. Right.
Right, okay. Next thing I tended to prepare is got to prepare today. Good anvil. Is the handles.
Yes.
Okay, so they are sort of a bit of an odd shape, and you interface these. So there's interfacing in the bundle, I'm assuming.
No, you can buy interfacing.
No? Okay.
Now, is there a different pattern piece? Because one of the bags, oh dear me, what's the matter? One job. On one of the bags, the straps go right down to the bottom seam, and then others are where yours finish there. So are there two different patterns for the two different lengths?
Yes, there is.
There's the interfacing. We're all there, we're there,
okay.
we're there.
So we interface those, and it's quite nice because as you actually fold it in half, it then creates the seam line on that inside piece.
Right, I'm just put the iron on for you in case you need the iron.
And then you turn in a centimetre seam allowance.
Yeah.
Press those through, fold them in half, and then literally top stitch down each side just to join those. And so you've only got one single layer, so it's just reducing some of the bulk down, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
You've got your placement lines onto your, from your pattern piece. So I've already stitched those on. And then we've gone onto the pockets, okay? And with these, again, I've just trimmed the top. I'm going to get rid of all these because they're going to irritate me. They've whacked it around.
I want to ask a question. Is there is there another pocket to go on here?
There is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll shut up then.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I did was I've cut the main pocket piece from the pattern piece.
Yeah.
And then I just literally cut a 2.5-inch strip from a contrast.
Oh, this is to create the little binding across
the top. On the top. Where you've got the fold line on your pattern piece, I just put 2 little nicks either side. Lay on top the strip that I haven't had turned in.
Yeah.
And just done a 1/4-inch seam. Folded that up. And then just tipped that under, and then we can top stitch that into place. So
the actual finished pocket is still the same size that they've said, but you've just added the binding on the top bit. So you've not extended it by 3/4 of an inch or anything like that.
No, so it's just encased through.
Yeah.
I generally then tend to put a row of stitching on my seam allowance on 1 centimetre all the way round.
Right.
And that just helps to give me a line then when I'm pressing in. Gives it a little bit of strength as well.
Could you interface the pocket if you wanted to?
You could, and I even sort of thought actually, I mean, you've got plenty of fabric. You could actually put the top of the pockets on the fold and actually have them lined.
Yes.
Just to give them a little bit more body as well.
Yeah, because obviously there's enough fabric to do that, isn't there?
Yeah. So you've got lots of different options.
Right, yeah.
So your front piece is then, you join down the one side.
Yes.
Through that side.
Yeah.
Because this pocket then goes over the actual...
When does the other one of these go on?
Well, yeah, I'll put that on. This will go on now, but again, I just wanted to...
So you've got that there and that there.
Yeah, and I just wanted to sort of show how it was actually put together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got your placement, but the placement seems to come really quite low. So this one, I tended to sort of, again, go off piece and do my own thing. Just find your central line, place that through.
I quite like it as well because they kind of stagger, don't they, down? So if you put
like
this one down where they wanted it, you'd have a kind of, everyone will think that one was wrong because it wasn't level with all the others.
Yeah, and then you can sort of like almost match that up. So you can use your grid lines.
Your ruler.
I did have a ruler. So if you want to get really in with that, then yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so that's in line with your bottom one, but like you say, then they stagger down quite nicely.
It's like when you put pictures up at home, I used to put mine up where I thought they looked nice, but then someone said you're all supposed to match the top in a room. If you've got pictures on different walls, you're supposed to match all the tops. So it doesn't matter if the bottoms are different, but all the tops are all level. I didn't know that. Really? I just put a nail in and just...
Yeah. My daughter had some of these like cube sort of shelvings that she wanted up, and we started putting them in, and we thought we'd got them quite right, and I'm drilling holes into the wall, and with the one that I couldn't quite wedge it in then, we thought we'd got it just right by a wardrobe. So it's kind of like double-sided sticky taped, and we just don't put anything too heavy on it.
Not allowed anything on that one.
No. So I'm just going to top stitch then the pocket top into place, and then we can then stitch that through. So again, top stitching, a little bit of extra length as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it through that.
No, you're not. Oh yeah.
Finally, pedal.
You changed your outfit?
Just my shirt, just my blouse.
Just my blouse. It's nice, that one.
Thank you.
It's a lovely colour. Yeah, you match the quilt behind. It's Amanda's Storm at Sea blouse. Right.
That's better. Okay, so that's stitched into place, and then we can just stitch around the pocket. Okay. Again, remembering a little bit of reverse stitch at the top.
Yes, because that's going to take, if you're pushing things in and out of it all the time.
Yeah.
I presume that's where you'd put your maybe your phone? I don't know. Depends where you're going, I suppose. Bar of chocolate fit nicely in there.
The essentials.
You could fit a little bottle in there, Hannah. Like a child's feeding bottle, you mean? Oh, a bottle of water, yeah. What are you doing now?
I'm just moving the needle position across to the right-hand side, just so I can get a little bit closer to... I think it's better to actually have a bit of a marker. Let me thread at the back. So use the side of the presser foot as your guide, and then if you've got the facility to actually move the needle position, then it makes life a little bit easier. Am I allowed to say hello to Simon?
You can say hello to who you like.
He's in hospital and he's commandeered he's in a ward of 6 and he's commandeered the remote control, so they've all got to watch this morning.
Oh no! Right, Simon is Amanda's business partner. They own their shop and workshops together. He's not been very well and he's in hospital at the moment. He's got a gammy leg, to say the least. And we're sending you lots of love, Simon. Well, first time she was here, she brought a great big lemon drizzle cake, which Simon made. No, do you know why? Because he doesn't make the cakes. He fibbed, didn't he, on that first? Because when I went to the opening of the shop, there was this amazing cake there. And I was like, Simon, that's brilliant. That's fantastic. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't make the cakes.
Yeah, but he does source.
He sources them. He finds the lady who does make them.
He does source exceedingly good cakes.
Anyway, get better soon, Simon, all thinking about you. And I'm very sorry to everybody in the ward who's having to watch us if you don't want to. But we had a lovely message yesterday from a lady whose husband realised we were on Sky and started recording it for her. She already knew and she'd already got it set, but he thought it was... Anyway, he was like, oh, I don't like that show sewing, I don't like that boy and that and he's hooked now. He even made some tote bags at Christmas to sell on a Christmas charity craft store.
Oh, wow, that's brilliant. Okay, so take the frilly bits off.
Now you see, Hannah's like, oh, they're big sister. That when I was pattern cutting, I only use big shears like that, and you use them for everything in the end to do your snips. You get so used to them.
Oh,
they
it's
become
just
like an extension of your hand,
it's
don't
just
they?
whatever sort of comes to hand. Okay, so pocket into place, and then we can pop in the other straps. So we can line those up literally by feeling where the other one is on the other side.
Or if you want to be professional about it, you can get your pattern out with your placing lines on.
Yeah, but if you haven't put them on accurately before, it
oh, okay, then it makes no difference, yeah.
As if.
Yes, exactly. Now, do you sew them right to the top?
No, where you've actually sewn
I see
on
the
the
way
piece,
yes.
the cutout there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you take them across
Fine.
through there.
Yeah.
So if you've got one wonky handle, you're going to have the other one nice and wonky, so
to
they'll
match
match.
it. Well, yeah, exactly. Nobody will notice then.
That's right. And to be honest, the placement lines on the pattern actually do have them going at an angle, and that's why.
Oh.
Yeah. So they are. So I thought they looked wonky. So yeah,
I don't know why
the
it hasn't on the other one.
So they are a little bit.
Yeah. Is that attention? They're a little bit.
Yeah. There we go. It's just making sure we sort of tuck.
What are you muttering about?
Just making sure that pinning any sort of oversplayed corners.
Yes, yeah.
But it just adds for extra effect.
And also, if you give it a good pressing before you stitch it, so that all of your edges are really, really sharp, then that makes it easier to sew on as well.
That's right, yeah.
It's not like you to have it on slow. Oh, there it goes.
I'll put it on lock stitch.
Oh, okay.
I think I am on a go slow today. I'm like, slow and
Because
steady.
you're saving energy for later.
Yeah, we're making coats.
Oh, blimey.
4-week coat making
What
course.
day is it? It's Monday.
Monday, yeah.
It's a late night for a Monday night.
I don't normally work Mondays.
The what?
I don't normally work on
I was
Monday.
going to say. So you're in the shop specially then? Or are you going somewhere to teach it somewhere else?
No. It's a 4-week coat making course.
4 weeks to stay in for?
We don't, four Monday nights.
Oh. I thought they'd moved in for 4 weeks.
They probably will think about it, feel like they have. Yeah, they've got 3.5 hours of cutting out tonight.
So you do cut it out on one night, put together,
yeah, construction
fitting,
for 2 nights, yeah.
and finishing on the 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, how brilliant. Hannah says, can she come to classes as long as someone cuts it out for her? The cutting out's the best bit. I love doing pattern cutting and cutting out. Are you taking it from a pattern then?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've tried and tested it, and I'm really pleased with it.
Oh, I've not seen a picture of you in that one then.
It's been on Instagram
Oh, was
twice,
it?
yeah.
Oh, was it?
We've even
Oh,
had a
maybe I've
little
seen it then.
video of it.
Oh, yes, that one. Oh, yes. I
Still haven't sewn my buttons on it though yet.
I saw the one the other day with your 4 ladies who'd all made a top.
Oh, that was yesterday, yeah.
Was it only yesterday?
That was only yesterday.
Oof. That's not because I was busy looking at Hannah's Instagram, McBabe, and obviously I didn't realise it was yesterday. What's yours called? Social Studios?
Yeah.
Social spelt S-E-W-C-I-L. Go and follow her on that. And she's was that your first live Instagram the other night?
Yeah, Instagram. I've done a couple on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And
was it Facebook or Instagram we did?
No, it was Instagram, and I'd first done it on Facebook, but the winner of the competition was from Instagram, so I thought
okay. You never stop, do you? Though that's your issue, isn't it? Is you're always doing some sewing.
Yeah. And I still always say that I don't sew as much as I'd like to.
Well, how could you fit it in? There's only 24 hours in a day.
I should just say, I'd like to be sewing a little bit more.
For you?
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Selfishly.
Right, Teresa says, hello John, hello Amanda. Can I buy extra green in squirrel bundle? Great having super Amanda. Lots of love, Teresa.
Oh, thanks,
That's
Teresa.
nice. I'll go and get it. Wait there. I'll go and get it for you. This is the fabric that Teresa's talking about. It's called Spray Time. It's from Macawa. I first saw this in your shop.
It's lovely. I like
It's lovely, isn't it? This is called Moss, this one, Teresa. It's on the website. $4.99 for half a metre. Teresa, the code, have you got your pen? Teresa, got your pen? I'm going to give you... Oh, you can always rewind and things, can't you? The code is J... Well, this is asking for trouble because Hannah sees letters the other way around. So J-Y, M for mother, Y, 39. In the bundle, you get a metre, but you have to buy it by the half metre from the website. Hope that's all right for you, Teresa, my love.
So that is our handles and our bag pockets all together.
Yep.
So it is a case now of doing the sides, the base, putting the corners in.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're nearly there. Now, the one thing that I didn't do...
I've got a bit of a strange question here now. Now, Helen, you live a bit far away. She says, I've got a bag kit to make, but I've never worked from a pattern before. Oh, it's gone. The message gone. I don't know what to do. Help. Right, my tip is make a cup of tea. You get the instructions out of the pattern, and you read. I'm sounding patronised. I don't mean to sound patronised at all. And you read all of them, and then you just do it stage by stage by stage. If you've got a bag like this, it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. And if not, I'll pop. I don't know whereabouts you live, Helen, but I could always pop round.
And just be methodical. When you sort of got your pattern pieces, get your fabrics and sort of put those pattern pieces, that's going to be cut out, that's going to be cut out, and just sort of tick them off as you go.
And have a quick unpick. And don't get depressed if it goes wrong, because you can always, it's only sewing, you can unpick it, can't you?
Yeah, it's just a piece of fabric.
Oh, I wonder what you were going to say then.
It's just a piece of fabric.
What have you done wrong anyway? You said, oh, I've just thought. What did...
Oh, and earlier, the only thing that I haven't done, these have got, in that bag, it's got the magnetic clasps, and I haven't done the tabs.
Oh.
But that was strategic.
I've got magnetic clasps.
Strategic.
Oh, they're all stuck together. I was thinking, well, they're all stuck together in the trolley because they're all magnetic. So I've got them in 3 different colourways. I have them in the gold colour. £4.49. Obviously not real gold. Oh, don't put them in your pin box. I have them in silver coloured. And then I have, is this brass, this one?
It's
brass effect colour. Well, I don't know why they don't put gold effect or silver effect, because they're all not, you know. Yeah, brass, thank you. $4.49, and I'll just show you on the bag where it is on the bag. There are 2 tabs on the top here. Hannah hates it when you can see the stuffing inside the bag. But just recently I went shopping with a friend and we bought pillows, not for me, obviously. Well, I don't know why, obviously, but. Because I've already got them, but you don't know that. You've been to my house.
Okay, for anybody that hasn't done a box pleat before, and you've got these little L-shaped bits cut out.
Yeah. Oh, Helen, this would be a good one for you, because this is important. This is part of the bag.
And it just creates the depth of the bag then. So you open out your bottom seam, open out your side seam, and pull them together so the seams match. And then you'll get a flat seam that we will then stitch across.
So it runs in like a T shape across the top, your bottom seam, and then it runs across there.
Yeah. And as I say, it just makes a nice sort of depth on the bag. Just remember to do a little bit of reverse stitch at the beginning and at the end.
Okay. Now, Helen, it's obviously not this pattern Helen's got, because she's gone, but the pattern doesn't make sense, John. Please come round. Helen, my love, did you buy the pattern from here? Let me know which pattern it is, and I'll go and if we've got it in the warehouse after the show, I'll go and, even though I'm leaving at 15:15 today, which I'm not, I never do, I say every day, I'm leaving at 15:15, I think 2:30, 2:45, I'm still here. Let me know which one it is, and I'll have a look. If we've got it in the warehouse, I'll have a read through it and see which one it is. I will message from Teresa as well. Thank you, John. Got the code for the green fabric. You're just the best. Oh, Teresa, you're so sweet. Thank you. Lots of love. Thank you. Northumberland. I filmed one of the Catherine Cooksons. I did the Catherine Cooksons up in Northumberland.
Yeah. Okay, so we can pull the bag right side out.
So this is still, oh, this is the real bag, because the lining's over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
The lining
So this is the outer.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh.
And then with our lining.
We've got ages to go, you know. We're only halfway through the show. You're going to have to do a song and dance routine. I know what I'm going to use you for.
I was yesterday when I was getting all this ready, and I was in the shop, and I sort of stopped behind after the course, and I just happened to have a little bottle of wine, and I got the music blasting, and I was giving it large.
Are you in the shop?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So Amanda's shop, the whole shop is glass fronted. Like, there's nowhere to hide. There's the door here, which is glass, and then the whole of that side where the fabrics are is a glass window, and the whole of that side where's the work, so there's no escaping. And if you go to this tiny little back room with the kitchen sink and there's a table, isn't there, in there, or the walls working around. That's it. The rest of it's all.
Yeah.
And there's houses opposite. So the people going past. It's in a parade of shops. There's people walking past. People in the houses opposite.
So I was giving it a bit of Billy Ocean, red light spells danger, and all that.
Oh my word! That was before my time. I don't know what that means.
So we've just fitted the bag inside the lining. So the lining is inside out. The outer bag is the right way, and we put right sides to right sides. Match your side seams. Mm-hmm. We're going to stitch all the way around the top. And remember that we've got the little hole opening at the side that we're going to pull everything through.
How big have you left that hole
Oh,
there?
I know. I did it last time, but it was too
small.
But yeah, we should. We
yeah,
should.
Right. Oh, we'll see when we get to it.
We should.
So are there notches for you to match up, or are you just going with the side seams?
Just literally the side seams. Now, I can't remember, because I don't generally tend to look at pattern instructions too often. But the seam allowance is 5/8 because it's this mate. Yeah, 5/8 seam allowance is included. Okay.
Yeah.
I've done with bag making. I've done 1 centimetre seam allowance, but it doesn't matter as long as you're keeping all of your seam allowances the same. Then they will fit together.
It is very thorough. It's a very simple bag, and it's got all your fabric layouts. It's got all your sewing information. Oh, now there, you see it says up there, lines are cutting lines. However, 5/8 of an inch seam allowance are included unless otherwise indicated. But then you get here, and it says half an inch. Oh yeah, half an inch.
Yeah.
So I'd go somewhere between the two.
So yeah.
Morning, lovelies. I just had 2 sewing quarter deliveries. Beautifully packaged as always, and such delicious fabric. Lots of love from June in East Sussex. Oh, June, what did you get? How lovely. Lorraine always sends a picture. When she gets her box, she opens it and does a display and sends in a picture of what she's bought.
I always call it a happy post.
Oh,
I always call it a happy post when you get things like that come through. It's like, oh, got a happy post again.
I call a check happy post. If a check was to write, that would be happy post for me. Who sent in a picture? Christine. Oh, I love this. I've seen this on Facebook.
That's gorgeous.
She said, aren't you quick, Amanda? You've almost finished. I love it. And
it's rare. It's rare that I ever finish a project on air.
Yeah, and this is a second cushion that she's done. She's just finished it. And now she's now starting a cock quilt for her friend's baby boy.
That's beautiful.
Send in pictures when it's done. That's gorgeous, isn't it, that? Really lovely. Are they half square? Oh, no, they're flying geese, aren't they? And half square triangles. Message from Margaret. Oh, and an email, sorry. Lovely seeing John and Amanda together this morning. We're always lovely together, you and me, aren't we?
We are.
Is that it? Oh, now, she still uses the bag she made at your workshop. Who'd you say it was, Margaret?
The flexi frame.
Well, I can't say her surname on air. Can I?
Why not?
Margaret Henley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Henley, yeah.
I thought it was.
Oh, and she's met me as well. Now, which one was Margaret Henley then?
She's little. Little.
Did she buy anything on the day I was there?
Yeah, you was when we were at the desk. You stood.
Are we friends on Facebook? I'll go and have a look at you now. I'm sorry, Margaret.
Time.
I didn't know your name. Sorry.
Yeah.
Met so many people that day, though, didn't we? There were loads of people there. They all came for the cake, really.
And our little Sophie, she still comes.
Oh, that was one I was telling you about. Sophie, she's only 10. And we had, you know, normally, this is me being patronised, but with a 10-year-old, you can have a nice little conversation with them normally, can't you? We had such an in-depth conversation. She's like, and when she was born, she was only this big. She was little, wasn't she? Like little,
tiny bag of sugar.
And she was fascinating. She's 10 years old and fascinating to speak to. And her mum was there as well.
Yeah,
the mum was nice, but you know, Sophie was fascinating.
Yeah, she comes to the kids club.
Do what? She
comes to sewing with the kids club, and she's lovely. She's really good, really focused. So all the kids did the last 2 weeks since half term, since like Christmas, that we've done mug coasters, and they did reverse applique.
Oh, blimey!
Yeah, push them, and then they did mug hugs, and then like a little mug hug cozy.
What, you put it round
your mug?
While you're drinking?
Yeah, so you don't burn your hands.
Well, it's funny, I did that yesterday because we had a little set over there and we made it into my lounge and we had a sofa and everything like that. I pretend to be drinking a cup of tea. I hate it on EastEnders and other soaps when they make it, they're in the kitchen and they pour the hot water and then they go like this, they just hold it like this and they pass it and then and you're like, there's no way. Anyway, that's just one of my little things.
Okay, so we've attached all the way around.
Yeah.
It came through the hole.
Good.
So we then push the lining down into the bottom of the bag.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can insert your base. Okay. So they are 5 inches, the bag's 5 inches wide.
Yes.
Okay. So where's the ruler? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4,
So this
5.
is before we've stitched the final hole up, because this is going to go in between the lining and the bag, is it?
That's right, yeah.
This is £8.95. There's 2 sheets in there that you can do this with. So one of them is that one that you can see Amanda's got there, and then you get another one identical. And we've got it in black as well. I haven't got it here to show you, but it does come in black as well. But the graphics will go across the bottom in a second.
So I'm just slicing off. I'm just doing it a fractionally little bit smaller than the width of the bag.
Okay. Is it fine to cut that? That won't blunt your rotary cutter or your scissors?
It will sort of blunt it a little bit. It's like, but it's not that bad. So either use an older blade.
Use an old blade then.
Yeah. Okay. And then sort of the length of it. And again, we want to sort of just take it so it sits under the seams. Okay.
Yeah, what's your issue, Hannah? She said, oh, John, I just love you. Oh, yes, now, Helen, my love. We've written it down, and I'll have a look, see if we've got it in the warehouse. But we can't reply to you on the web chat. What you need to do is you need to email or send a message to Hannah now with your email address, or email it in, studio@sewingquarters.com, and then we can get back to you and I'll answer any questions you've got then. But I can't, so we've written that message down, but obviously we can't get back to you on the web chat because it's a what's the thing, you can't reply on a web chat. So if you send us an email address, we'll email you back if I find anything out for you.
Okay, so what I've done, I've just literally rounded the corners.
Why have you done that?
Just so, because it's got quite strong, the corners are quite sharp.
A bit sharp. Yes.
Yeah, and they can actually sort of just rub and pierce through a little bit if you're not careful. So, and they'll just help to sit a little bit better. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could spray it with a little bit of fabric glue. Yeah. Just to sort of
This is the only time you can put it in though. You can't put it in before now, can you?
Yeah, you could put it in before. Yeah. I think I did with that one actually. Oh, and then I actually just sort of stitched through the seam allowance as well, just to keep it in place.
You stitched through it?
Yeah, you can stitch through them. Okay. And then it's just going to give that little bit of stability. Or you could put your bag feet through it as well.
Oh, of course, yeah, I haven't got bag feet today, but you get the bag feet on the website. Right.
And then that will definitely anchor it into place. Mm-hmm. And then it just gives a little bit more, a nice flat bottom. Yeah. Do up the side seam. Yeah. And then we're going to top stitch all the way around just to anchor that through. So when I was bopping around yesterday, I actually ironed that one. So it's a bit easier if you actually slip it over the end of the ironing board and just press it into place. Okay. I'm going to go and do bundles in a second, but can I ask you a favour? Go on then. I've got a special deal on the overlocker. I know you're it's not all switched on, so you haven't got to use it, but just will you talk us through the overlocker? Because you're... Brilliant. I know, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So I'll come over here. I'll have to tidy the desk, so stay with Amanda for a minute because the desk's still untidy. And then I'll just... I'm just folding that one up. Just tidying up over here. So what I'm going to do, before I do the bundles, let me just move this out of the way, because I'll take it over to Amanda. So I'm just tidying up, aren't I, while she's doing a bit of stitching. I could have come over there. Oh, no, I'm coming. I'm bringing it to you. Okay. Right, you ready? Okay, so we're just right, here we go. Into place. Bundles first. Normally. Right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Nobody'll know. Oh no! Squirrels! The squirrels, did you say? There's less than 10 of the squirrels. Squirrels! This is wider fabric as well, remember? This is 60 inches wide, this. Oh no, is it 60? No, it's not 60. Yeah. Is it? My arms are normally stretched, my arms are normally stretched. I should go home, shouldn't I? I've been winning this place too many days this month. No, it's 60 inches wide. This is cotton polyester mix, the squirrels. So you get 1 metre of that, and you get 1 metre of the spray time in the moss. You get the thread, and you get the instructions for £30 and 49 pence. Less than 10 of those. Okay. Then the pink one that Amanda's been demonstrating with, most popular. So you get 1 metre of the pink cotton canvas, you get the thread, you get 1 metre of the pink geometric gemstone. It's not folded very well because I did a waft and nobody came in to tidy up. Don't you be raising your eyebrows to heaven to me. Look, gorgeous fabric, isn't it? 1 metre of that you get. See, it is a bit like the Joel jewellery we had at the beginning when we first launched, a year ago. And the pattern, I know, where's that year gone? Well, it depends who you're talking about. And then, the one that Amanda's already made, the Amy Butler blue one, aqua one, you get the peacock fabric, you get the linen effect, but so that's something, you get 1 metre of that, you get 1 metre of the linen effect blue, you get the thread, and you get the pattern, £34 and 49 pence. That's the pattern there. Oh, there you go. See it on the still. There's the bag. Oh.
Okay, Helen, we've got your details, so I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it afterwards.
I'm intrigued myself to which pattern it is.
Yes, yeah. She bought it from here, so you're the bag queen. You must have made it.
I obviously didn't do a very good demonstration.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'll find what we can do, Helen, is find out what day it was on, and we can let you know. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. Oh, okay. Julie sent in a picture.
Ooh, that's nice.
Okay, she didn't use the pattern, but she pattern matched on the pockets. Now, is that, am I allowed to say? If you love that fabric, I've got Miss It, Miss Out in the next hour, and that fabric's in it. Nice.
There's something very satisfying with the pattern matching on fabric.
Yeah. When I did 7 by 7 Brothers, all the bodices of the girls' dresses, most of them were either striped, had a pattern on, and we had to chevron the pattern, so you had to match all the stripes, but so it was a period bodice, so you had to pattern match every single.
Oh!
But you should say I loved it.
Yeah, when it goes well, it's great fun, but...
We've got a picture from whom? Pauline. Oh, look, that's the fabric we had.
Oh,
okay,
gorgeous.
2 bags that she made for her daughters.
The bag Bible.
I don't know. Is it from the Bag Bible, that one? That's definitely fabric we had. That's the Parisian lady fabric we had there. Isn't it? She loves watching me and you two together. And, oh, she's learned an awful lot about the overlocker from you and stretch fabrics from you. So thank you very much.
We
love your house. What is that? Are they poppies in the background? They're lovely. Looks very, very relaxing and open. It looks like there's lots of light in your house. Look. Oh, I bet that's lovely to sit in there. Anyway.
There we go.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There we go. All done.
There you go. Now, Helen, maybe you should have done this one. Well done. Right. What we're now going to do very quickly. Now, I'll go through those bundles again before we finish. We've got a few minutes to go. Just tidy this up, and I'll bring the overlocker to the middle of the table. Have a look at the still of the overlocker, because we've got a special deal going on today. So for today and today only, it is limited. It is limited. What you'd normally do is you're paying the same price that you normally would pay, but what we're doing is we're throwing in 4 free threads, right? So it's either you're saving that much or you're getting a free gift. It's a lovely way to £31.96. Right, so it's brilliant, isn't it, this machine?
It's a wonderful machine. It's absolutely fantastic. It's top of its range for a domestic overlocker. It's just wonderful. It's one of the most easiest threading systems that you will find.
You haven't to do everything back to front now, that's the problem.
Okay, so it is one of the most easy threading systems that you'll go. It is colour-coded for you as well. So you've got your lower looper, your upper looper, and your
that's up here,
two threads. Okay. So to thread it, you would just literally follow your green dots through.
When you get it, when it's delivered, it has a green, a yellow, a red, and a blue thread in it.
That's right, and they are literally only sort of that long.
Yeah.
So you would tie on, just literally put your threads together and tie on.
That you get free with it.
And then there will be a little chain on it, and like I was saying previously, where's my chain gone on this? Yeah, because I declutched it.
It's not plugged in or anything, so it's not done.
Okay. So what you would do, it'll have a chain on it. If you actually take your needle wheel, back crank it, so take it away from you, it will actually declutch it and it will dechain and you'll be able to pull through.
Yes, because otherwise you've got it all at the moment. Normally, if you just finished, it would all be still
ravelled and
stitched up,
changed, yeah. So lift up the presser foot, it opens all the tension release dials, and then you can pull through. Only tie on, okay, these two, the green and the yellow, the upper and the lower looper, to pull through. If you actually tie on your needles, what you'll find is that the won't go through the eye of the needle.
No, but you can get it as far as the needle,
You can get it as far as the needle, but just be careful that you don't pull it too much because you'll pull the needles and bend those to the side, okay? And then that will just bring it all the way around.
Can I ask what this is here?
Okay, so this is your instruction dial, okay? So it's a quick reference.
Right.
So
Do you want to turn it around? Can't see it.
Okay, so here, all right, you've got your dial, and it takes you through the programs. Okay, so you've got 12 different programs that you can do on it.
Right.
So what it's saying on the top row, it will tell you what your tension should be at for your blue, your red, your yellow, and your green.
Oh,
so it's saying that everything should be on 3. Then it's got stitch length. So the SL is stitch length. Okay, so again, that's on 3, and your stitch length is the dial at the side. So that just works around there. So you'd put that on 3. And then the DF is for differential feed. So that is then the second dial down on the side. Sorry, I'm pointing backwards and forwards and the camera's going. So that's your differential feed. So it will come factory setting on 1, okay? And then on the bottom row, it then has the needles, the left and the right. So it's saying that you need the needles in both of those.
Yeah.
You've then got this little slider here that you're going on 3 and 4. So it only goes down if you're doing 2-thread overlocking.
Yeah.
So that's flicked up. So you've then got your stitch. So inside, okay, there's a little red button here, and it indicates to an S and an R. All right, so again, it's saying, oh, sorry, I've got that one wrong, but there is an S and R, that's on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've got a standard stitch lever and a rolled at the side.
Okay.
So that will go onto your ST.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll, RH is for a roll when you do a rolled hem, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Then you've got your, the spreader that comes with it, and that's for 2. No, the spreader's not in there. So it's a little attachment that hooks into the stand, the upper needle stand, and goes into the needle, and it actually sort of spreads the lower looper thread around.
Have we used that then?
Ever done that one?
I'm not sure. I only ever do it with you, but
yeah. No, I don't think
so
we've ever got
what would you use it for that for?
2-thread overlocking is literally for decorative.
Right.
It's almost like a blanket stitch. So it's not strong enough to actually construct or to hold fabric together, but it does sort of take it round and wrap it round nicely. So it doesn't make it too bulky.
Yeah. So it's literally, you're not sewing the seam together, but if you like on Friday, I'm doing calico dresses and everything. I've pressed the seams open. If I just want to finish the edges, so it's not binding anything, it's literally just like doing a zigzag stitch, a posh zigzag stitch, right down each of the seam allowance. So it'll still cut off, won't it? Yeah. It'll still trim it, but it's instead of doing it the construction stitch as well, it literally just does the looping around the edges.
Yeah. Or like we were saying this morning on the wrap over top, if we wanted it decoratively, you could just literally use your 2-thread overlocker, and you could then put in sort of a variegated thread if you wanted to, or an embroidery thread that's got a little bit more lustre.
Now, so we always suggest that you use your overlocking threads on your overlocker all the time. But if you're doing a decorative one,
you can then play around.
But you wouldn't use the decorative ones to do construction with.
No,
you'd
because
just use it for the 2-thread decorative one.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it then goes across again. It's saying you want it in the S position for stitching on this button here.
Yeah.
Then you've got your blade up or down. It's saying bring it up, and then it's got your needle position on there. Okay. And then you can just literally flick through. Okay, so it's got all your little guide through here. So if you wanted to do a narrow 3 hem or a rolled hem, so if you go through to number 8 and you can't quite remember what they are, then again, it then sort of says, so we're only using 3 threads, 1 needle, okay, which it tells you here, you're just going to have your right needle in.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're not going to need any tension on this one because you won't have a thread going through it. It's saying change your thread tension to 4, 3, 3, stitch length on R, differential on 1, and so on and so forth. So it's a really good, quick reference guide. So it's really handy.
And also, I know you won't have Amanda when you get home. It comes with a dust cover, doesn't it? It doesn't come with Amanda. No, you don't get Amanda with the machine. But you do get a very, very comprehensive instructions manual. And you also, there's a phone number in there, and you can ring them during their opening times, obviously, and just ask them any questions. They're really helpful. I can tell you, I rang them the other day because I was finding out about something about the 730 sewing machine. And I got through to one lady, and she said, oh no, I'm not the expert on that. And she immediately put me through to the person that was the expert on it. And within a split second like that, I hadn't got my pen ready to write it down. And they were so helpful and really, really lovely. So they're a very, very good call centre to get all your information from.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll work on your feed dog. So it's got 2 sets of feed dogs, which helps to pull the fabric through, and that's what makes it so quick and easy and even. So you don't need to always have your presser foot up. When you're actually sort of putting your fabric through, just literally lift the toe up.
Oh yeah.
Just place it underneath, and the feed dogs, as I say, will pull that through. The other sort of useful bit to notice, I don't know whether the camera can get in at this angle, is at the toe, on the toe, there are 2 little notches on the front of the toe, on the foot, and they are in line with the needles, okay? So if you could say you put a seam together on your normal sewing machine, you've got that row of stitching, and you take out the left-hand needle, and you're just going to be bringing the 2 seams together. If you put the row of stitching underneath that left-hand notch, then it will then cut off and you'll get really close and narrow to your seam.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much. That was brilliant. June says she's got a Sashko starter kit, Victoria Peak Hexie quilted book quilt. Can't wait to start. Can I put my name down for a home visit too? From me or from Amanda? It depends who you want. Right. Sorry to leave Amanda very quickly there, but thank you so much for her expertise. Right. There's the overlocker bundle, only for today, limited for today. Okay, right, these are the bags that Amanda's made. She's made a blue one, and she's made a pink one. Where's the squirrel one? They're gorgeous, aren't they? Really unusual to have two finished ones at the end of the show, isn't it? So we'll do the pink one first. This is the bundle to make the pink pot. Most popular bundle by far, this one. So you get the pattern, you get 1 metre of the geometric fabric, 1 metre of the cotton canvas, and the thread. £29.99. We are at, what time is it now? At 10:57. We are nearing single figures if you are watching the repeat later on. Then we move on to the blue one, which is an Amy Butler fabric. Remember, if you're going to put the magnetic snap fastener or the bottom, you need to get those, buy those separately. So you get the fabric, 1 metre of the Amy Butler, 1 metre of the blue linen look Macawa, the thread and the pattern, £34.49. And then the squirrel one, which is very, very popular. Squirrels! There's only 3 of the squirrel one left. Oh, now if you're watching on the repeat later, they might be sold out by the time you come in. So you get 1 metre, which is much wider, of the squirrel fabric, 1 metre of the spray time in moss. You get the thread, and you get the pattern, £30.49. Don't go anywhere, because I've got Miss It, Miss Out coming up next. For those of you who don't know, if you're new to us, it's literally, you know when you go into a haberdashery department, they say, these are ends of ranges. We may get some, we may not get some, but they're ends of ranges. So if you want them, you need to come in and get them as soon as you can. So I've got a whole hour of Miss It, Miss Out. I've got about 40 different fabrics to show you. That is where you must use your checking out, lots and lots of checking out if you want to keep anything. I'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Taylor and I'd like to share with you 3 of my top tips. So my top tip number 1 would be your embroidery scissors. I like to keep mine on a length of thread and make a necklace out of them so you don't lose them in your sewing room. For my second top tip, I would suggest with your wound bobbins, popping them into a toe separator to stop them from unravelling in your sewing kit. For my third top tip, I would suggest using some really cheap, ineffective thread for your tacking. And the reason being is that it will be easier to snap, and you also get to save your more expensive posh threads.
As soon as you place an order with us, we get to work on making your shopping experience that extra bit special. Our warehouse team pick your items and cut your fabric with the greatest care and precision. Cut fabric is neatly folded and packed in a tissue paper-lined presentation box. And when we're satisfied that it's just perfect, it gets the Sew & Quarter seal of approval. So whether you're giving a gift or treating yourself, you can shop with confidence, knowing your Sew & Quarter purchases will arrive in style.
Simply Sewing is a magazine for dressmakers and home sewists who are passionate about fabrics and love to sew with stylish patterns. Each issue is packed with technical know-how, templates and easy-to-follow instructions to sew yourself quick wardrobe updates, accessories, plushy toys, gifts, bags and more. Plus, each issue comes with a free dress pattern from our expanding trend-led collection. We're proudly flying the flag for contemporary sewing with stylish patterns and beautiful photography to inspire sewists across the globe at every level.
Jo Carter's series of amazing animal softies continues this Friday with her lion toy making its Sew & Quarter debut. From issue 21 of Simply Sewing magazine, this king of the jungle is all set for plenty of games and cuddles. With an embroidered smile and a super cute mane, you'll love sewing this toy for someone special. Our new kit includes Jo's expert instructions, so tune in for this unmissable new show at 8 AM on Friday the 26th of January, only on Sew & Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
I'm going to be here for the Jo Carter line. I've missed so many of Jo Carter. I missed the ballerina. I missed so many of Jo Carter's. Now, isn't that gorgeous, that line? So that's Friday. I didn't know that was on Friday. It's going to be a fabulous day because, and I'm promoting myself here, I'm doing my pattern manipulation and everything. At what time? Oh, now. Yeah, they said 11. I want to do it at 9. But they've said 11. They've said 11 o'clock, so I'll have to do it at 11 o'clock. CPG will say that. So my show is at 11 o'clock on Friday. I really want to do it at 9 o'clock, though, because I'm doing tools in the other one. So I wanted to do 9 o'clock with me and then 11 o'clock the tools that I'm making. But nobody asks me anything anyway today. Right. Miss it, miss out. Miss it, miss out. This is literally, some of them you will have seen before, but, well, you will have seen all of them before, but it's really, you know, the bin ends, end of ranges and everything. Now, Hannah's got a list upstairs of which ones we are reordering and which ones we're not reordering, which ones we can't reorder. So I'll tell you as we go through. So, Tula. Now, Tula Pink is going to be here on the 7th of February. Is Hayley in yet? Tula Pink. Starlet Retweet, this one's called. You'll be able to meet Tula Pink. She's here live in the studio on February the 7th. There's not even 10 metres of this one. There's not even 10 metres in the building of this one. We'll ask Tula when she comes in on the 7th if we're reordering it. Well done. Thank you. Right, now, and don't worry, there's somebody there. There's somebody there that's not going on the floor. I think this is lovely. Now, this came, no, it came in different colourways. No, but I'm just saying, because this came, when we originally had it, we had blue with white and white with blue, red with red, blah, 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 blah. I think we'll try and redo this one, because it has been very, very popular. Because there's only 1.5 meters left in stock at the moment. There's only 1.5 meters of this left in stock at the moment. So if you want it, now this is where it's really important. If you want it, you do need to check out your baskets, because that's the way it works. We've only got 1.5 meters. Now, I can't guarantee we'll get it. I know we want to order it again, but I can't guarantee that we can definitely get it. Right, now, I've got the, can I do, am I able to jump? Yeah, because this is a brand new fabric. I only saw it in a bundle the other day, and I love it, but I didn't know it came in 2 colorways. Look, it comes in, I'm going to show you both at the same time, because you might love one and then go, oh, I wish they'd told me there was a grey one. So look, aren't they beautiful? Let's do the white background one first. Now, I've only ever seen these in a bundle. Well, did we make a bag with it? Oh, yeah, Janice, anything can happen, Hobbs, right? She made a bag out of this. Was it the day that she wasn't very well? I think it was the day she wasn't very well, wasn't it? I hope she's all right. Oh, she's in again on Saturday. She's in again on Saturday, so she's fine. I love this. I love this. It's called it's from Macau, so you know it's good quality. Uptown white rainbow rectangles. Now, hang on, wasn't the pink one that we had in the last hour Uptown as well? And that was gemstones, wasn't it? So it must all be the same range. These look like lots of lovely television screens to me. Rainbow rectangles, it's called. $5.99 for half a metre. Yes, that comedy called Coupling that used to be on late at night. That was like the opening graphics, wasn't it? How much have I got them? Now, I've only got 14 metres of this left. And 10 people have put it in their baskets before I've even told you about it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let me hold it up for you. I'm supposed to be going quickly, but I just want some of these are just like, oh, I love, 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 love the colours in there. So that's the one with the white background. Okay, or white. And then I've got it in grey. Or grey. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. No, that doesn't work, does it? You don't even know who all right is either, do you? Oh, I'm working with such youngsters here. Ooh. Love, love, love. I'd love them together, actually. So this is the one with the grey background. Look. So which one do you like best, Hannah? Oh, Hannah likes the white one best. I like the grey one best. WH likes the... Well, no, I'm not going to say WH anymore. You know it's Munch. Likes the white one best, Tom? Grey, see? Equal. Pumpkin? White. Ooh. He's like the casting judge. He's like Jane Torville, isn't he? And Christopher Dean. Because they're the head judges. And because there's 5 of us, so it was 2 all, and then Pumpkin had to then choose between the final winner, you see. I'm not going to say anything if you haven't watched Dancing on Ice from last night yet. Controversial. They're supposed to vote on how good the final dance is, aren't they? The dance-off. This is Ditzy Floral by Macau. $5.99. Do what? $5.99. It's lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous. There's no D on his name. Right. This is one of the newest fabric collections we've got, and already we're at Miss It, Miss Out. Now, we are going to try and order this again because it's been so popular. But hopefully, we'll be able to get more. I love it. I love it. It's the Mermaid Rubellite, this one is. Rubellite. Isn't it good? You've got the octopus there. It's the Alison Glass. Alison Glass designer fabric, $5.99. We only launched it last week, was it? Last week I did it. And we've only what? Okay, you've got to get this as soon as you can. I know we are going to try and reorder it because it's been so popular. But it's whether Alison Glass's people let us have it, isn't it, really? You know, if they've got any left, she might have sold that as well. Right, now move on to a lovely ditzy fabric. Now, I don't recognise this one. Oh, yes, I do. Of course I do. It's because it's always mixed in, because they've all got names, haven't they? This is Devon County. This is the Quilters Guild collection. This is Audrey. $8.55 metre. Now, we don't think we're getting it again because it's from one collection, isn't it? We might get Devon County, we might get Quilters Guild fabric again, but not necessarily Devon County. It's lovely, isn't it? I love that because it's got that kind of aged look to it, isn't it? Moving on to something completely different. Are they penguins? Are they toucans? Are they hawks? I think it looks like the one on the book. No, it's not penguin, is it? Hannah thinks it's a peacock, everybody. Hannah thinks it's a peacock. Anyway, it's grey. It's white birds on grey. And it's got little birds on it with grey wings. And it's only $3.99 for half a metre. Now, also remember, if you're new, we sell in half-metre increments, and your fabric does arrive beautifully in one of these. Wrapped in tissue as well. Thank you. Yeah, now on the advert, if you watch the advert very closely, you see a customer ordering one, then you see warehouse, Hannah, wrapping another one, then the post lady in the very posh coat arrives at Wendy's house with a different one, and then she's cutting a completely different one. It's fun, you spot the difference. Love this. Now we had this in a bundle the other day, flew out, it's paws. We are going to try and get this one again. No guarantee, and I don't know how long. We don't know how long it's going to take to get it in either. There could be a big pause. Thank you very much for that one. Boom, boom. Black paw prints on the white background. $3.99 for half a metre. 100% cotton, remember. Machine washable, 44 inches wide. Yummy. Oh, now we love this. This is like the upstairs, downstairs drawing room wallpaper. This is like. It's Lewis and Irene. Look, peacocks on pear. We will not be, we cannot, not that we don't want to, we cannot get this again. We cannot get it again. And how much have I got? I've only got 11 metres in total. Now you might be thinking, oh, that's loads, 11 metres. Don't forget we're on air 24 hours a day now. 24 hours a day we're on air. It does have a sheen to it. It's not a foil, but it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. Well, the thing is, it'll be some sort of dressing. Now, what we should, I suppose, do is wash it and see if the sheen stays. I imagine it would do. No, Hannah, no. Some of them don't. Some of them don't, if it's on the dressing. But it should do. It should do. It's gorgeous, though, isn't it? It's not foil, though. It's definitely not foil. The foil doesn't wash off. Love this. Love this, love this, love this. Barry J. Now, if you follow Barry J on Instagram, her house... Hannah's decided she's moving in. Poor old Barry J. Where Hannah turns up with a little bag like this. I'm going to move her. A beautiful, beautiful house. This is art gallery. She's going to do 6 months a year with Tula, 6 months a year with Barry J. $7.99 this half a metre. Isn't it beautiful? Well, you knew the colour of my bathroom. You've never been to my house. That's a bit frightening. $7.99 for half a metre. I love that because it's like that beautiful... magnolia print here, which is like a pencil drawing, and then it's on, oh, now what colour are they calling it? It's like a duck egg blue, it's a very pale duck egg, but they haven't put a colour with it. And it's gorgeous. Right. Look. Look. This will make a nice waistcoat, front of a waistcoat. You'd have to mount it on something, or you can make a shirt out of it, like a Western shirt with lovely yoke details and stud details all over it. It's Tim Holtz. Or you could just chop it up and make a patchwork out of it. Not going to get it again. We will not get this again from the Eclectic Elements range by Tim Holtz. It's nice, that one, isn't it? 100% cotton. Thank you. Oh, now. This might hurt your eyes on the telly. Right, now this we are going to get this again. It's ordered, but it does take a while for them to weave it. And also, there's no guarantee that the colour will be identical when they do the next batch. I've only got 5.5 metres of it at the moment, but we will get it back in again, but it could be months before it arrives. Could be months before. Now, I need to tell you, it's a kind of heavy, it's like a heavy cotton, not drill, but a kind of, it's lighter than a canvas, but like the weight of a linen, but it is slightly heavier. Gorgeous for like cushions or the back of cushions or outside. What do you say? Or bag making, yeah, bag making. Very good for bag making. Thank you, I didn't hear you, that was all. Right, we just had this one on Amanda's show in the blue. Amy Butler. This peacock fabric will not be reordered, can't be reordered because she's moved on to new ranges. So the colour is bone and the fabric is It Takes Two. Oh. I can see the peacocks in this colour much better than I can in the blue one. There's the peacocks. It's lovely, isn't it? I really like that one. Gorgeous. I will recap all these, don't worry, but I just want you to see them all. Yes. I'll just go to the thread. Oh, long thread means new job, doesn't it? Long contract. Adidas sitar, honeysuckle horseshoe. Now, I don't think this is honeysuckle horseshoe. This isn't honeysuckle horseshoe, I don't think. Okay, that means the other day. Oh, well, never mind. It says honeysuckle on the. It says honeysuckle on the fabric side. The fabric, so it must be. Because honeysuckle horseshoe, blue, $5.99. This is what you'll buy. This is what you get. Forget. Don't worry about the name, but this is what you'll be sent. This is what you'll be getting. Hannah's just double checked. I'm going to keep that one here. It's a lovely range. It's a really, really lovely range. I'll just put that one there. Right. Are these chilies? It's Devon County, and it's Jane, because Jane Alcock loved this when we did it. Oh, you're seeing old Christmas lights. I'm seeing chilies, but now I've put my glasses on, I'm seeing little leaves. I think it's leaves, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Quilters Guild collection. If you are Jane with a Y, you have got Jane with a Y written on the selvage. There it is in the middle. Have to. How much have I got? Just be careful. Make sure you check out your basket. Or fold it. Right. I love this one. Love the big print on this one. Now this is a kind of slightly lighter weight cotton. This one. Art Gallery. Don't think we'll be getting this one again. Is it upside down? No, it's multi-directional. Multi-directional. Really nice if you fussy cut these. Was it this one? Oh, I wasn't on that day then. I've fussy cutting a lot this week. It's lovely, isn't it? Really good. Art Gallery, Floralia stenciled petals fabric from the Floralia range, $7.99 for half a metre. There's only 10 metres left of that, and we won't be getting it again. Right, this is lovely. This is fun, this one. Dragons. Very popular, this one. Just move that one out of the way. We're not getting this one again. We will not be getting this one. Lewis and Irene, Flying Dragons on blue. Ah, where would you use that? Now, you see, I'm thinking children. But then you think of Game of Thrones, all the people who love, sorry, I'm busy looking at the fabric, people who love dragons. I'd like to be in Khaleesi. Have your pet dragons. Yeah. Alison Glass. Alison Glass again. Now, we are going to try and get more of this. We are going to try and get more of it. It's called Jam, this one. Now, I love this fabric. Now, this is the one that I think you could use either way, back of the fabric or the front of the fabric. Because look, that's the back. That's the back, right? Front here, you've got compasses, you've got propellers, you've got ships. You've got all sorts of things going on there. Anything to do with navigation and things like that. There are only 8.5 meters of this in the whole company at the moment. We are hopefully going to order some more, but I can't guarantee it. Harriet's going to try and order some more of that for us. Right, is this next one cave? Right, this is not, this, we can't reorder this. I like this because somebody used this the other day. There's only 5 meters left of this. I like it because if you cut out at different places, it's going to look like you've used loads of different fabrics. Because if you look over here, No, that's all right. You've got pink stripes, then you go on to red and green stripes, then you go on to red and red, then you go, you see what I mean? So you've got all those different colourways. So if you fussy cut, it's going to look, well, it does look like the front of his Quilts from Italy book, doesn't it? A duster coat. It'd be a bit odd, Hannah. How much have I got? £6.99, that is for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? I don't think you should, I was only 4.5 metres. Not enough to make a coat, I don't think, Hannah. Not a long, floaty one like you want to wear. It's nice, though, isn't it? You wouldn't look like a wizard at all. You wouldn't. Would you look like a wizard in that? Excuse me, this is rather lovely. This is like a lightweight canvas. Oh. Have you got the auction history there? I don't think I've seen this one. White stars on ecru. It's £3.55 half metre. It's 60 inches wide. I like that. I think that's lovely. Thank you. I have not seen this before. £3.55 half metre. Have you got the details there? Is this 80/20, this one? I think this one's 80%. I don't know, I've not seen it before. It feels like oh, so it's 65/35 mix, this one. Oh, so it's not quite 160 wide. It's about 158 inches wide. Right, brilliant, that's lovely. That's soft and have I got much of that? I think that would look, cushions in that would look lovely. To go on your rattan furniture. Thank you. Right, now, you saw, who was it that sent that back in? Brain. My brain's not working at all today, so you can't expect me to remember. Julie. It was hanging, wasn't it, on the door handle? Yeah, we had the other birds. Never seen that one again, have we? But here we are with this one. £6.49. Now, this is very wide, this one. Oh no, there it is. It's my tape measure that's making the noise. 60 inches wide. It's lovely, isn't it? Now, this is like, now, how would you describe it? Like a cotton canvas, lightweight cotton canvas. Fantastic for cushions, isn't it, Lorraine? Except mine's a bit different. Oh, love it. It's too heavy for a shirt, but you can make a lovely skirt. Big skirt that does that. A skirt that goes like that, or some like cigarette pants would be beautiful. Yeah. You can't see that, but I don't look good in cigarette pants, so it's just enough. I don't think I've seen this one before either. No, that was, oh look, I love it. Look at it from up there, right? It looks like, you know when you're watching David Attenborough and they show a colony of penguins, looks like they're all moving, doesn't it? All penguins on blue back. It's only £2.99 for half a metre. I love the little fat baby, the little fat babies. Oh, hang on, it has got a direction, this one. Because you don't want the fat babies upside down, do you? They're still running, all the others are all upside down, but the babies are all the right way up. Oh, no, they're not, because that one's the other way up, look. So it's not a direction. Look, here. The fat ones are facing that way, but these ones aren't, so it hasn't got a direction. I was right. Rose and Hubble fabric. What's the matter? Therese. Oh, okay, Teresa, is it Teresa or Trees? Therese. We've sent your email to the person who will deal with it. Oh, they're all in today. Anyway, it's the management meeting. It's Monday, isn't it? Yeah, management meeting today. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to ask something. Remind me, tough it when we get outside. Tough it. Remind me, tough it when I get outside. Not outside, I just mean out there in the office. Right, okay, moving on. Oh, this is cute. Now, we've got to, oh, the leaf one's coming up. Do you know this one, Michael? Is it part of this range? I love it. Macau Uptown. Uptown bird, you've been living as a downtown girl. Anyone can see. $5.99? I don't know the words. I love that. Now, I'm sure somebody must use this and fussy cut it, you know. Those birds are begging, aren't they? John, the heavy cotton parrot pattern, what weight is it, please? Pen. Will you take that through and ask them for me? Thank you. Isn't that lovely? Macau Uptown white bird fabric, $5.99 for half a metre. Why has that bird got an arrow on its... Oh, hang on. Look. One's got an arrow on its wing. No, that's so it knows which direction to fly in. Is it? Very technical. It's what? No, I can't like that one. He's fine. Yeah, I like his watch. Am I going the right way? Yeah, it's fine. I like this one. Oh, now, hang on. This one had a grey back. We had this one a white background and a grey background, didn't we? It's lovely and fresh, this one. Fresh. This is from the same range. This is from the Uptown range. By Kim Schaefer. Love it. I love that print. Like that print. $5.99 for half a metre, 100% cotton, 44 inches wide. For Andover Fabrics. $5.99 for half a metre. Lovely colours. Let me just have a look what that would look like. Oh, nice. There's only 11 metres in total of that one left. No, I wouldn't have a whole shirt made out of that one, no. No. Might have pyjamas. Be lovely in pyjamas, wouldn't it? Oh, that one would be nice in pyjamas, the birdie one. Kaif. Not reordering, cannot reorder. These are the Delft pots, but in red. Now, what was it I was doing the other day? And the fussy cutting template fitted the cups and the teapots. And I was saying about you, Hannah, wanting a quilt with the cups and the teacups and everything. More than likely Victoria Peat. Oh, yeah, yes, it was, because she was doing the big circles, wasn't she? K Facet Collective Red Delft Pots. $6.99 for half a metre. It's from the K Facet Collective. Isn't that, I think that's beautiful. The red is very rich, and then the lovely pink flowers, but then the pattern on the fabrics is like, not the fabrics, on the urn and everything, they're like a lovely lilac-y, purpley colour, aren't they? Oh, the weight of the pen, the weight of the parrots, 230 GSM. Did not say that on there. It's so imagine a lightweight tablecloth or a cushion cover or a jacket, make a gorgeous jacket, but too heavy for a blouse or a shirt. Sorry. Oh yes, wasn't it Sewing Nut? She made a skirt out of the one with the pink. I was doing it on the bias for you, so if you do a full, I'm coming round. Look, see, make a gorgeous full circular skirt, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Look. Oof, that would be stunning for the summer. And then you know that lovely pink top that Deborah Sim made the other day? That would be beautiful with that. With the it was the Linen Effect Fuchsia, wasn't it? She made that top out of. That's lovely. Anyway, oh, sorry, I've taken this away. I don't know which order they go in. Thank you. Alison Glass. These are brand new to us, these are. And here we are, miss out already. Now, as I've said about all the Alison Glass, we are trying to reorder it. We are hoping to get more of this. But for the moment, in Tiger, that's the colour, $5.99. It's the same print that you saw earlier. It's got the mermaid and the octopus and the urchins. The colour is called Tiger. And it's £5.99 for half a metre. Lovely. Do you know what? All the colours of this range, we did 21 different colours, and they were all absolutely stunning. They all had different names, and they all had, they just looked beautiful together. 21 all different. It was lovely. Oh, there she is. There's the mermaid. There's her tail. Look. I'll just tickle her like that. There we go. Now, hello. 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 Look. Tula Pink, it's the faces in the flowers. This is one of Hannah's favourite fabrics. It's half a metre. I think someone might have cut into that. £6.99 for half a metre. Hello. 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 £6.99 for half a metre. How much? We've got 5.5 metres. 5.5 metres, right? And we're not getting it again. We're not ordering it again. Bye. Oh, here we go. This is the cave. I've only got 2 more left to show you. 3 more left to show you. 3 more left to show you. Then I'll show you the bundles that we've got, the special mega deals of the day, and then I'll recap for you. Oh, this is nice again, isn't it? We had this in red earlier. This one's in the green. That one looks quite ethereal, doesn't it, the green one? £6.99. Make a fabulous wallpaper. I wonder if Kate does wallpapers. Does he do wallpapers? Does he? Yeah? That's interesting. I didn't know that. £6.99. Kate Facet Collective Green Delft Pots. I love it. I love the pink flowers and then the really vibrant lime green in the cups and the teapots and the urns. It's lovely. I think that's gorgeous. The red and the green are both beautiful, aren't they? Right, 3 more to show you. Just the 3. Just the 3, Mrs. Wembley. So this one is the Devon County, and it's called Sheila. No, it's not. It's called Lois. It's Lois. It's Lois. What is it? Everyone's asking what the pattern is. It's a casserole pot, I think, isn't it? Or it's Snoopy wearing a little feathered headdress. No, other way up. No, look, here you go. There's Snoopy's. Oh, sorry. It isn't Snoopy. It isn't Snoopy. And no, because that's a brand name, isn't it? It's not. This is a. But look, look. That looks like Peanuts, doesn't it, with a feathered headdress on? Hannah can see a green pullover in there somewhere. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Lois. Won't be getting that again. Won't be getting that again. Right, 2 more. Now, I love this one. Now, I have seen this one before because I remember saying, oh, what instruments are those? And there's several instruments on them. A viola, a violin, a double bass, and what's the one in between the 2? Not a treble clef, that's not one of those, is it? What's the one that's half the size of a double bass? You see, there's the, right, this is the double bass. So what's this one called here? Cello, is it cello? Yeah, it's a cello, double bass, viola, violin, and there was one other thing on there, wasn't there? Anyway, I love it. I'd colour them in. Oh, now they've only called it violins. But excuse me, where are we? Hang on. Oh. Right, if this is a violin, Where does that pointy bit go? No, but look at the name of the fabric. No, that's what I mean. So why is it called violins if they're not all violins? There we go. Last one now. Chicory, I think you'll find this one's called. We're not getting this one again. Oh, look, isn't that lovely? Jitterbug. It's from the Jitterbug range, this one. Amy Reba, Jitterbug. No, chicory is the colour. Because we had that whole conversation with Janice, didn't we, about chicory being in Camp Coffee. In fact, I was going to go to the supermarket that day and buy some, wasn't I? But didn't. No, I just forgot. I wasn't lying, I just forgot. By the time I've walked out of here, I've forgotten everything we've said for the last 4 hours. Except I haven't forgotten about Helen's pattern. And the fact that I was going to Helen's house and June's house so far, aren't I now? I'll have to do a world tour, nationwide tour. $6.99 for half a metre. Love the pattern. Where, I don't even know where that is. Where's Rutland? Leicestershire. So do I pass it on the way to York? Because I go through Leicestershire, don't I? Oh, I might have to pop in. Oh, they're all telling me now, oh, you go down the A40 something. No. I got on the M1 because I stop at the Leicester service station, that great big service station. They've moved to Starbucks, so I don't go to the Starbucks anymore. I don't see a sign for Melton Mowbray, no. Thank you. Right, I'm just going over here for a minute. Is it near Melton Mowbray? I haven't seen the sign for Melton Mowbray. Got 2 mega deals for you today. Just going to... The overlocker, which Amanda showed us round so brilliantly earlier. Now, it always costs £449, but it is fantastic, a fantastic machine. It's the Pro. And you get today, and today only, or until stocks last, so it might not be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, free gift of 4 threads. I think Hannah wants to go home. She went, oh, like that. 440, that's how much I thrill working with these things. Oh, John, this is the overlocker. £449. It is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant deal. And you get these as a gift for free. What? Oh, I've got less than 5 now of these left. How's that going to last till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning? It won't. If you're thinking about it and you want it, I don't want to add any undue pressure, but there are... Obviously, we're going to carry on selling this machine, but if you want the bundle with the free 4-thread overlockers, no, they were the right words in the wrong order. You get 4 overlocking threads for free. I've got to do tomorrow as well yet. I haven't finished yet. Anyway, we've got a nice surprise. We've got a nice surprise for you tomorrow as well. Okay. Thinking about it. There are people who've got this in the basket. If you are thinking about it, then really do. Oh, go on Google it, or Yahoo it or Bing it, and you can see it's fantastic, fantastic value for money, that one. Right, now something that's been very, very, very popular today, and if you love, I haven't got all the details with it at the moment, but this embroidery machine, don't worry, embroidery machine. It's a brilliant machine anyway, whether or not it's bundled or not. So today, it's always $5.99. But for today, or until stocks last, you also get these, the spring and the winter Metler silk finished threads. They're 100% cotton, but gorgeous for embroidery. All digital, 55 different preset patterns, 18 borders, and there's a thing here for a USB stick. Now, you do have to make sure that when you download them, that they are ELNA friendly, because the format is Jeff. No, that's not right. Oh, it was. JEF for Freddie. That's the format for them. So you can download as many as you want to put on there as well. So you don't have to stay with the 55 or the 18 that come with it. It's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Lots of people have got that in your baskets. Now, how many of the machines have got left? Right, 3. Got 3 left. I've got 3 left available. I'm sorry. I mean, I knew it was limited, but there's only 3 left. If you are thinking about it, if you are, remember as well, if you're new to us, it's still only £2.95 post and packaging. Even though it's a machine, still. Now also, let me tell you as well, what will happen is you'll get 2 deliveries. This will be in one delivery, because this comes straight from us, and this will be in another delivery, because that comes straight from Elna. It's brilliant. Yeah, so don't when it arrives and all that's in your packet is this, like, oh, I thought I bought a machine with that one. They do come, yeah, comes direct. It's called shop and drop or something like that, isn't it? Didn't we used to have a show called that? Anyway, never mind. Let's have a recap of the fabrics. Yes. Okay, we have got retweet by Tula Pink. I nearly did. I was looking at an Amy Butler fabrics this way. Starlet retweet. Still got some of that available if you want some of that. £6.99 for half a metre. A lot of you got it in your baskets. Please make sure you check out. Because remember, on Sky now, we carry on a loop. So everybody can watch, carry on watching right the way through till 8, or just before 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Because then Michael puts the menu in for tomorrow. What time does it go in about, Michael? No, you always put it, you said on Sky, you put the menu up now before we come live on air, don't you? So what time do you do that? Oh, only 2 minutes right. I thought it was in for like half an hour. Okay, we've done the Tula Pink Starlet. There's only half a metre of this. I'm taking this out. There's only half a metre of that one. Only half a metre of that one. Don't worry, I'm doing it neatly, thank you. You can go and do, love this. Love this. Uptown Rainbow. We've got it in the white background. Loads, you got that in your basket. Over half of it I was already gone. Hannah's just trying to do a sum. 4 metres left. I've only got 4 metres left of that one. But if you like it in the grey, yeah, the grey's been more popular. Lovely, isn't it? Grey graphics coming in. £5.99 for half a metre. That is the Makawa Uptown grey fabric rectangles, £5.99 for half a metre. How much that I've got left then? See, less than 10 metres. Yeah, less than 10 metres of that. Right, okay. Then we've got Ditzy Flowers. Ditzy Flowers, cute, isn't it? Lovely, the ochre in there and the yellow in there. Ditzy floral fabric with the blue background. £5.99, please check out your baskets. Half a metre, remember. We sell in half metre increments, so if you're buying on the web, half a metre is 1 unit, 1 metre is 2 units, 1.5 metres, 3 units. And anything over that, we advise ringing the call centre. It's a free phone number to a UK-based call centre. So somebody said to, who was it? Angie yesterday, oh, I love that Australian, I love the Australian presenter. And she was like, there's no Australian presenter. You know, the one that wears all the flamboyant shirts. She went, don't know who you mean. Anyway. Alison Glass, Rubelite, £5.99. Okay, less than 5 metres of that one left now. We are going to try and order it again. We are going to try and order it again because it's brand new, but we don't know what'll happen. We're not in charge of ordering, right? Devon County Quilt, Audrey. It's pretty, isn't it? A leaf pattern there. The background is like kind of almost distressed, isn't it? £8.50 for half a metre. Righty-ho. Then I've got the bird, the nameless bird that Hannah thought was a peacock. She lives in a lovely world, doesn't she? She must see the sparrows in her garden and go, oh, look, Karen, look at all the peacocks in the garden. White birds on grey, £3.99 for half a metre. She doesn't talk like that, she talks like this. What, Karen? I'm from Leighton Buzzard. $3.99 for half a metre. I do apologise, I tell you from Leighton Buzzard. She's not, anyway. Pause. Oh, yes, you all know what she sounds like because you heard her that day, didn't you? When who was it? Vegan pressed the wrong button. Oh, it wasn't vegan that day, was it? £3.99 for half a metre. That's lovely, isn't it? If you're going to make a... That'd be lovely as a lining, wouldn't it? In a gorgeous bag, and then put that as the lining inside. That'd be fun. Right, we love this. Not getting this one again. Lewis and Irene. Graphics coming in. There you go. It's peacock and pear. Oh, that's why you thought it was a peacock. Let's just put them together. So in Hannah's mind, this bird and this bird it's lovely, isn't it, that? And it's got a bit of a sheen to it. You see the feathers on the tail there? Got a bit of a sheen to it. Now, Barry Jane. I love this. It's like, it's a magnolia tree, but it's almost done in like a pencil or a charcoal drawing. It's not, obviously, it's not going to rub. And then it's got that beautiful kind of duck egg spearminty background. $7.99 for half a metre. It's from Art Gallery. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. Okay. Then I've got the Tim Holtz. Not getting the Tim Holtz again. From the, oh, look. I think that'll make a really lovely shirt, because it says, men's fine dress shirts. We can fit, short and stout, tall and slim, and extra large men in any style. Note the prices regarding extra sizes. Leading tailor, J.A.C. Barnard. Oh, yeah, look, he's up one flight of stairs. What does it say under that? Hang on. No trouble to show goods. Fine line of samples always on hand. Don't fail to place your order early for your spring, summer, autumn, or winter suit. All work done in Beverley. Is it in North Yorkshire? Isn't Beverley in East Yorkshire? I thought that was American. Is there a Beverley in America as well? Right, this one, we are going to reorder this one, hopefully. It's making my eyes go a bit funny, this one. It's a staple, but it takes a long time. We did it in pink, didn't we? Fabulous for bag making, fabulous for cushions. Oh, there's only 2 meters of that left. There's only 2 meters of that. Now, as I say, we hopefully will be getting that one again. But I can't guarantee. So Harriet will have ordered that, but we can't guarantee when and if indeed it'll be exactly the same blue. Now I've got peacocks in bone. Amy Butler. You saw it in blue earlier when Amanda was making it in the bag earlier. It's not being reordered. Amy, but only because Window don't. I mean, we'd love to, but Amy Butler's moved on to her new designs, hasn't she? It takes two. It takes two, baby, you, baby. I think my singing's gone a bit AWOL, hasn't it, at the moment? It was never on point now. Devon County Quilt from the Quilters Guild collection. This one's Jane with a Y. I know, this was one of Jane Alcock's favourites. £8.50 for half a metre. Miss it, miss out. Lovely, they're little leaves in different colours there. Red, blue and green. £8.50 for half a metre, 100% cotton, machine washable, beautiful quality fabric. Now this, we love this. I'm surprised there's any of this left. That's lovely, isn't it? There's only 6 meters of this left. Floralia, Fusion. We're not getting it again. £7.99 for half a metre. Stenciled Petals, it's called, that one. I can't think what it reminds me of either. There we go. No. It wasn't reverse applique. The one that with all the bowl like that with the flowers on the top. Was it that one? Oh, I don't remember this one. Okay. Oh, it's A Day Without Me then. Oh, yes, I know. The rose wall hanging. The rose looked like one of those, didn't it? Was that reverse applique? £5.99, half a metre. Dragons. £5.99. Lewis and Irene. These are flying dragons. I still think children. I still think it's children's projects. It's like a little pair of dungarees or something like that. Now, Alison Glass next. It's called Jam, this colour. There's only 3.5 metres left now. Again, like all the other Alison, this is our brand new collection, right? We are trying to get some more. We have put in a request for more. But at the moment, we've only got, was it 3.5, did we just say? Okay, that's right now. If you've got that in your basket, you're not guaranteed getting it. There's more in baskets than there is available. So if you want that, you need to check out straight away. If you're watching later, that won't be available. I do apologise. Cave Stripes, love this one. This is not being reordered. I love this because if you, like I was saying earlier, if you cut out from any, oh, sold out. Sold out, sold out, sold out. Stars are looking bright tonight. No, it was Jar of Hearts you're getting. Now, this is 65% cotton, 35% polyester. White stars on ecru background. I hadn't seen it before today. Only been on wear once before. And how much have I got left? 8 meters left. That's all I've got left now is 8 meters. I think it looks really lovely. It looks a bit like, a bit Ralph Lauren-esque, doesn't it, that? Essence of Ralph Lauren, I'd say. Oh, I've only got 5 minutes left. Parrots. There's only 2 meters of this left. There's only 2 meters of the parrots left. Now, we did have it in pink as well. We haven't seen that again, have we? I don't know if we'll get this again. Lovely, though, isn't it? Really, really... Oh, sorry. My arms are giving up on me. I feel like I've done a gym workout. I haven't been to the gym for what can you tell? I haven't been to the gym for ages. I've got 2 days off. I'll do that when I do my 2 days off. Muttering, stop it. Penguins. Do they still make those chocolate bars called the same thing? Do they? Apparently, Hayley's got a party trick with a cup of tea and a penguin biscuit. Not a real penguin, not a real penguin, a penguin biscuit. Oh, can you imagine? There's only 3 meters of that left now. Lovely. Okay. I don't know if I should even say that. Hannah ate 15 chocolate bars called penguins in 1 day. She said she didn't eat anything else the rest of that day, apparently. I love this one. Yes, and now she's at Slimming World. It's going well, though. It's going well. $5.99 for half a metre, this one. What day is she weighing? So have you done 2 now then? So how did you do the second week? Oh, it's lost £10 in 2 weeks. That's brilliant. Oh, well done, Hannah. That's fantastic. Yeah, I can tell today. £5.99 for half a metre. I love this birdie fabric, white bird fabric. Okay. Leaves on white. How many? Oh, go back again, move on. Right, very quickly, how much does it have got left? White rainbow vines, I've only got 5 metres of that left. Don't we all? Right, I've got Cafe Delft in red, Delft pots in red. £6.99 for half a metre. Lovely. Then Alison Glass in Tiger. That's the colour. That's the colour, excuse me. Lovely bright orange there, but the colour's called Tiger. £5.99. Got to get a move on. We've got a couple more to show you. Got a menu to show you as well. Hello. 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 I shouldn't do this. The management are in today, aren't they? It's gorgeous. It's Hannah's favourite fabric, that. £6.99 for half a metre. Also, I've put away in this one. Ooh, 5.5 metres left. That's all of this one. Not getting it again. Will not be getting that again. Right, okay, very quickly. I've just got to run through these last 3. Delft in green by Cafe. £6.99 for half a metre, 100% cotton, beautiful quality. Got Lois next. Oh, no, we got, great, so I've got Lois very quickly. I didn't realise there was so little time. And then there's violins and there is chicory coming up after that. But I need to show you the menu next after this. Devon Canty Lois, £8.50. Okay, let's do tomorrow's menu very quickly. And then if I've got time, I'll show you these. Handkerchief hem top with Jennifer Taylor. That's with me. Under £15 bundles. Oh. Bag making with Jennifer Taylor. Storage and miss it, miss out. Tilda. Oh, that's a nice hour. Anyway, violins very quickly. Remember, if you've got the overlocker or the embroidery machine in your baskets, please, please, please check out, because especially the embroidery machine, there's an awful lot of you with that in your baskets. Chicory last. £6.99. Please be careful though if you've got either of those machines in your bundle. Okay, thanks ever so much for your company today. And I'm sorry I couldn't get my words out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be a bit better. And Hannah will be on the ball tomorrow as well, she says. She's so hungover today, she can't believe it. Are you not? What's your explanation then? Thanks ever so much for your company. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. As I say, you've got to tune in tomorrow. You're going to meet another new member of the Sewing Quarter family. It's official. Sewing Quarter has arrived on Sky TV. You can join us on Sky 678 7 days a week. Add Sewing Quarter to your Sky favourites so you never miss a programme. And if you set a series link, you can catch up on our shows from each day at any time. If you don't have Sky, you can still join in the fun by watching us on Freeview Channel 78, on our website at sewingquarter.com and on YouTube. So tune in on Sky Channel 678 or on Freeview Channel 78. We'll see you there.